カスアンダーバーチャネルチアード X50 アイアムブリビングジャッジメイクシュア HE ゲッツザットギルティバーシクト。
Hear ye, hear ye! I am Announcer San, and it is my duty to announce the Right Honorable Mauro Cinco. All rise for the Honorable Mauro Cinco presiding over the trial of Captain Hieronymus F. Hurricane. Oh, the music is not. Oh, the music is playing. Okay, great. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. Okay. Okay. How are we looking? Defense, prosecution, are you ready?
Yes.
Aye.
Okay.
I'm ready
Wait a
as
moment, please.
all ever will be.
Oh, I didn't put any chat on
okay.
screen. That's fine. The chat can deal with itself.
The chat's being seated right now. If I believe they're in the galley.
The court is now in session. I am Judge Mauro Cinco, and I will now introduce this stream. I also want to say very quickly thank you to Sheila for the raid, thank you to Kaz for the bits, and thank you Para for the resub. Welcome. We have a great stream for you guys tonight, which is a trial. It's the very first time a VTuber has been tried in a court of law on Twitch.tv live. Don't look that up. Don't look that up. As I said, I'm the Honorable Mauro Cinco. I'll be presiding. No! No objections yet! No! No! No objections yet! I'm doing the introductions. Today with me, we have the rest of Gatai the Live, but I will not let our previous association cloud my judgment. For the prosecution, we have the beautiful genius prosecutor, Sonami Khan. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, great. Oh, great. The Winamp. Oh, okay. No, it is looping. Okay, fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Sorry. Sonami Khan, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
And for the defense, we have the accused, Captain Hurricane, and the defense attorney, the eighth attorney, Choo Choo.
I am an innocent hedgehog. Just a normal
You will have
hedgehog.
time to enter a plea. You will have time to enter your plea later.
I just got my law degree 5 minutes ago, and I am ready to defend, Your Honor.
I believe in the you that believes in me that believes in you, Choo Choo. Let's
Very
defend
good.
the shit out of me.
Oh yeah.
Very good. So, we are here today to bring this hedgehog to justice, to put him on trial for his many crimes, which I will now list. I will list the charges, there will be a plea entered, and then we will have opening statements from the prosecution and then from the defense. After that, we will have witnesses. Thank you. Now, here's the list of charges. Charge number 1. Excessive simping for Nazuna Nanakusa of Call of the Night. Charge number 2. Reckless driving, destruction of a boat, commandeering a waterborne vehicle despite a court order forbidding him to do so, as well as commandeering an X-Wing with the purpose of sabotaging Imperial installations, and piloting a TIE fighter with the purpose of oppressing people in the name of the Galactic Empire. Charge number 3. Constant mentions of 1990s TV show VR Troopers with the intention to cause a breach of the peace. Number 4. Number 4! Order! 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 Number 4. Impossibly low standards in media, including being a Disney adult in current year and liking season 1 of Sherlock. And finally, number 5. Deliberate humiliation of teammates at video games consisting of cyberbullying. New Shane Plus is requesting a continuous in the interest of obtaining marshmallows for this impending garbage fire. Listen! The gallery... Order! Order in the gallery! I will have order. Okay. Now, to all of these charges, Captain Hieronymus fucking Hurricane, how do you plead?
What's the good one? What's the good one?
The good one is usually not guilty, I believe.
Okay. I plead not guilty to all these flagrant, over-the-top, made-up charges.
Can you believe it? All of them. Wow.
Yeah.
All of them.
Jeez.
Wow. Well then. It is time then for the prosecution to make the opening statement. Prosecutor Sonomi Khan, you're looking particularly beautiful today. So
Thank
it's
you,
your turn.
Judge.
It's your turn.
Thank you. Honorable Judge Maru DeCinco. Ladies, gentlemen, VTubers of the court, you may look at the defendant and see a simple, everyday, 3-year-old hedgehog and ask yourself, how could a little guy like that commit all those crimes? That sounds impossible.
Because he didn't.
That sounds impossible. But it becomes much more possible when this hedgehog is, by his own admission, the world's greatest racing hedgehog. Meaning that somehow, in his supposed 3 years of life, he has somehow managed to defeat not only Sonic the Hedgehog, but every hedgehog that has set their sneakers on the track. Can a hedgehog even have a driver's license? And under whose authority was he made a captain? And of what? Certainly not this VTuber group, even though he has used that authority to cause enough chaos that he's being charged for it today. We are here to look at Captain Hieronymus F. Hurricane's actions and judge them accordingly in this definitely fair and incredibly unbiased court. I hope you won't let both his and the defense attorney's very cute appearances sway you in giving him leniency for these very, very severe crimes that he has definitely, absolutely committed. Prosecution cedes the floor.
Thank you for that, prosecution. Fantastic. Sasuga, genius prosecutor. That's what we would expect. Now, defense, enter your opening statement.
Okay. My name is Choo Choo Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young hedgehog whose dignity was killed in his apartment. The guy they arrested was said hedgehog with dignity. Captain Hieronymus fucking Hedgehog. Wait. Hurricane. my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something hedges, it's usually the hog.
That's right.
In the 3 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I could say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one. Which is why I took the case. To clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Copyright Capcom. Don't read this bit. Oh shit, okay.
Isn't that a conflict of interest?
No.
I'm sorry, we're talking about conflict of interests here between the married judge and prosecutor. I think, can we move for a not good trial thingy?
Order! There will be no mistrial. There is no bias in this court. Just because I happen to be married to the prosecutor. There is no bias. Please finish entering your opening statement, please.
I believe...
Yes, we're done. That's all it needs.
Are you
Strong
done?
statement.
Are you done?
May I approach the bench, and by which I mean just say something?
Yes.
Please, in my defense. I
Yes.
believe that today's proceedings will prove that I am innocent, utterly and entirely. I am a good hedgehog that has never done a single bad thing in my life. Also, I have these freshly baked cookies for everyone, stuffed with $100 bills.
They are delicious.
Yes. Millionaire's cookies,
And
I call them. I have caramel.
Oh.
Order! Order in the court! Nobody will take those cookies! Anybody that takes those cookies and that money will find themselves right here next week. We will have order. Now, despite your flagrant attempt at bribing this court,
What?
Not
No, what?
you will not succeed. Now, we are going to begin with the charges. We're going to call the first witness. So the first charges are the excessive simping of Nazuna Nanakusa of Call of the Night. And let me see if I need to change the music. Do I need to change the music here? I don't think I need to. Which
No, until you get into testimony.
Okay, good. Very good. Now, we will go to the witness, and I need to get the witness on the stand. And our first witness tonight is Toxan, who will.
That's me.
Thank you. So allow me to bring up the evidence that you have gathered, which I don't know if it's for this. I don't know if
It's for the second one. It's for the
second one. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Judge,
do we
isn't
have
he
anything
supposed to
for the
say his name and
simping?
occupation?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Can you please state your first name, last name, and occupation?
My name is Toxan Memoria, and my occupation is being preoccupied.
Very good. We will now have some testimony.
Okay.
Now, we called you for the first charge, but you have evidence for the second.
I
So,
didn't realize it needed to be in order.
No, it's okay. We can deal with that somehow. Do we have any of the? Do we have the national evidence? Anybody? Is there?
Well, if there is no evidence, then
Well,
charges could be
We have a
dismissed.
witness. We have a witness.
No.
Please, Toxan, proceed with your witness statement.
Okay, well, so I have some evidence that I have found, that I have thought of, that I've studied closely, and I have some thoughts to present in the evidence that I presented to the court. If you would pull it up.
Yes. Do you mean the one for the second charge?
Yes.
Okay, I'll bring that up. Give me a moment, please.
I guess if you want evidence for the first one, he does simp like actively in each of the stream show-offs.
I don't know who Nazuna Nanakusa is. I've never heard that name before. I don't even know what Cold of the Night is.
If I could press F to doubt right now, that key would be
Okay,
broken.
wait a moment. We're not doing cross-examination yet. This is just with the statement. Now,
Okay.
did nobody present any evidence? We don't have any evidence.
I can't find it. I have evidence. I just can't find it.
Just watch.
No,
Just
no,
watch
no.
the
I have
stream
I have
show-offs.
I have the evidence. Yes. Thank
my
you.
God.
We have the evidence. We have it all here. We have it all here.
oh,
Hang on a
goodness.
second.
In the stream show-off channel.
Witness. Can you tell me? Hang on a second. Order.
Sorry. Court is no laughing matter. Sorry.
This is the equivalent of having the autopsy report just updated right in front of my face.
Yeah, except it was there the whole time this time.
Okay, I can't. The search is not working. But
It's
witness,
not working
can
for
you
me
tell
either.
Witness, can you tell me what you are looking at right now on the stream that is showing you? Can you tell
It's a
me what
lot of
this is?
merch. It's a lot of merch for a character I'm not very familiar with, except through my interactions with Captain Hurricane.
Do you know the name of this character?
Nazuna.
Prosecution?
Yes.
Confirmed.
Let the record show that this is several, more than 10, I believe. I'm not good at counting, but it looks like more than 10 pieces of merchandise of Nazuna Nanakusa from manga and anime, I think, Call of the Night.
He's
And,
even commissioned art, as seen in the evidence channel.
One moment.
The greatest act of simping you could ever do.
I don't know why I can't do use the search function because it's not bringing up his name.
I
But,
don't think Cap ever actually said her name. Whenever.
No, but I can't look. I can't do the thing where you look for a specific user's posts. It's not working.
Oh, weird.
Yes, actually,
Coyotes,
this is a post
brutal.
by Captain Hurricane. Prosecution. I believe you entered this
Yes.
in the evidence.
I entered.
I don't know if that's
I don't think that has anything to do with Nazuna.
That's just water.
That's beef.
it's beef.
That's
That is
cooking.
a sous vide.
Witness, do you confirm that this is beef?
Yes.
Can the court
But
confirm on the record?
In relevance to actual evidence,
Yes.
I'm
Any-
going to enter some evidence into.
Oh, we have some evidence.
We do have some evidence. I am. This is not an evidence entered by me, but I am going to enter some evidence once we've talked about this one.
Yes. So this is
The
evidence.
beef has been added to the record.
The beef is added to the record. Yeah. The prosecution. It's all yours.
Yes. Let the evidence show that Captain Hurricane has posted its vampire me and my vampire wife, Nazuna Nanakusa.
I believe at this point this is a cross-examination.
I mean, yes, that is
Maybe.
vampire me with the vampire wife, but vampire me is this different me. That's my cousin.
Who commissioned this? I guess the relevant question would be who commissioned this artwork.
Yes.
Count Hurricane did. My cousin.
Okay
Yeah.
then. If Count Hurricane happens to be a separate entity, then how do you explain this evidence of you retweeting a Nazuna cosplayer?
Listen. I liked the GameCube controller.
That's not even a night.
You can't see it.
Well, the background and Captain Hurricane. I'm trying to find this. I know it's somewhere, but Captain
I want to
Hurricane.
change the music, Judge. Sorry.
Oh,
That's okay. That gives me a couple more seconds to try and find
Yes. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
can someone do the cross-examination banner? I can't do it.
this.
Okay. I don't have that option.
I'll
It's,
do it.
it's
You
in
do.
the-
It's in a different spot. I've got it. It's fine.
There
Thank
we
you.
go. Yes, thank you. It's just once one of us has done an action, it needs someone else to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anyway,
So, in this case, Judge, if I can cross-examine the witness, please.
go ahead.
Tokeson, if I can call you Tokeson.
Yeah.
I see that you were brought here today to testify on the subject of my client simping, quotation marks.
Apparently,
I do see here that you have brought the wrong evidence, and this evidence that has been brought to argue it hasn't been cleared by the prosecution. Now, as we know, in a court of law,
What do you mean hasn't
can't
been
have
cleared by the
substantial-
prosecution? I cleared my own evidence.
Oh, damn it. Some of
I'm the
the-
prosecution.
Oh, jeez.
How do you respond to that?
How do we?
so how do I respond?
Hold it. That's true, I guess.
Witness.
But still, can't
Witness,
he do
continue your
that?
testimony about this retweet.
He certainly retweeted it, and on the argument of the Count Hurricane, I think we can go back to the Halloween streams, and he definitely transforms into Count Hurricane. We can all agree on that.
That is
Uh,
true.
Do you have
There-
any evidence
there's a
to show
commonality-
these Halloween
there's a
streams?
commona-
I can go to
So-
your channel unless you deleted the VODs.
Prosecutor.
Yes.
I have a question about these two pieces of evidence. So this piece of evidence, the accused said that this was done by Count Hurricane. But there is
Yes.
a commonality between the handles of these two. Can you guide us through that?
Yes. Now, you see, in both of these screen caps, you have, in the tweet, parentheses, Captain Hurricane. Both of these tweets are posted by Twitter user @Captain Hurricane. To which I would like to once again provide another piece of evidence to once again tie all of these together,
Yes.
is this tweet of Captain
What?
Hurricane saying, "Would you believe it? I have more Nazuna stuff on the way." Including the word more, including he already had quite a bit.
One moment, please. We're trying to get this to you. Okay. Trying to get the evidence.
I'll just take credit
show.
for all this evidence. I'm a very responsible witness.
One moment, please. It's not working very well.
It's okay.
It's decided
That's
to
fine.
not.
This is fine.
It's decided to not work very well. It's decided to not do the thing where it like cuts it properly.
It's all good.
So anyway,
Take your time.
thanks OBS. Sorry. Yes. What does this tweet say?
This tweet, as I mentioned, reads, once again, this is tweeted by @CaptainHurricane. "Would you believe it? I have more Nazuna stuff on the way." Indicating that not only has he bought Nazuna merchandise, he already has quite a bit.
This is very incriminating evidence. What do you say to this defense?
There was something strange about the witness's testimony there. There's a clear contradiction here, and I have yet to find it. Wait a minute, I think I've got it. Toksan, can you go back again and explain? You said that there was a tweet made by a Count Hurricane in regards to a piece of art that he commissioned, and then there was another where Hurricane retweeted a cosplayer. Is that it? Can we bring those two bits of evidence up, please?
Yeah, here's the evidence. I definitely prepared myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toxan's
This
like...
is definitely mine.
Oh, didn't work.
Sorry, what were you saying, Cap? Sorry.
Never mind.
Oh, okay.
So that one
So-
is the one that... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, here's the evidence. It's here on the screen because I have it on my little table in front of me right now.
Yes.
This is a tweet of art commissioned by Captain Hurricane, if I'm understanding this correctly, of Nazuna and Count Hurricane. So
Nazuna and Count
evidence.
Hurricane.
Now, I am
Oh,
to believe.
Jackson!
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
I found a clear contradiction in
one
those two
moment.
pieces of evidence. We see here that it does say that there was that Captain Hurricane here posted a piece of artwork that was supposed to be meant for quotation marks. It's a picture of Nazuna and Count Hurricane. But you can see here in the top, the person whose name is actually adhered to the tweet, even though it says @Captain Hurricane, is Count Hurricane. Now, have we discerned if, in fact, Captain Hurricane has testified that Captain Hurricane and Count Hurricane are two different entities in itself. So in this case, it's possible that a Count Hurricane has possibly used Captain Hurricane's Twitter account, since there is no Count Hurricane Twitter account, in order to tweet this. It means that it's possible that there's two different people.
Hold it! Hold it! I can prove that Captain Hurricane and Count Hurricane are one and the same! I'm
my
going
God.
to enter some new evidence to the court!
Uh-oh.
This is a mess.
Okay.
Ah!
You can see in this tweet of a meme in which you are supposed to use photos of yourself as a romanceable NPC, quest giver NPC, and final boss, that there is 3 images, the last of which is Count Hurricane.
This seems pretty. Oh,
Hold it! But even though that was a meme, that's a hypothetical! Memes are supposed to be hypotheticals, not actual evidence as to your true identity. Why, I myself have retweeted several memes where I was a real life hamster and not a robot hamster. As you can clearly see, I'm a robot hamster.
Wait,
That's substantial
wait.
evidence!
Do you often?
The entire point of this meme is that all three characters are different versions of oneself. They are the same NPC. Meaning that Count Hurricane must be Captain Hurricane.
Do you often find yourself pretending to be your own cousin, Cap?
Yes.
Is that the defense right now?
Yes.
I think
yes,
that's
I
a
do.
different issue.
And what I say about that is,
Don't worry about it.
That is identity theft, add that to the list of charges.
Yeah, I don't think that helps you.
But I was arguing that they're
Identity
two
theft
separate
is-
people. Even an alter ego is considered a
Order!
different person.
Order! Identity theft has been added to the list of charges.
Wait, you can do that?
I can. I'm the judge. I can do whatever I
Oh
want.
god.
I
Ah.
can do it. Anyways, witness. Do we have anything further from you? I believe for the second charge, you had some.
Yeah, I definitely prepared the first charge and not the second charge, but I did happen
Yes.
to prepare some artwork to help my argument for the second charge, just in case I was
Oh.
asked to do that one.
Oh, the defense.
I
Was that the defense?
have some evidence. I have some evidence I want to show the court. Please.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
For
Uh,
what? For what charge?
For what charge? For the first charge. For my
For the first
apparent
charge.
over simping.
Yes.
Uh,
what is the charge? What is the evidence? Can you post
What is
it,
the
please?
evidence? I'm posting the evidence right now. Could the judge and the prosecution look at these images and tell me who these are?
Nina.
Prosecution. Who is this prosecution?
Nina.
Okay.
Nina.
That is Niji Sanji VTuber Nina Kosaka.
That's true.
That's
That is
true.
Nina Kosaka.
That's right.
That is who that is.
Oh, that is who that is.
That is who that is. That is who
What
that
does
is.
that have to do with our trial?
Well, I am trying to show off the hypocrisy of the prosecution team. Go on to the next image, judge,
what-
and tell me who that is.
Please give me a moment because I'm trying to.
Oh my God.
Trying to deal with a technical
Stream
issue.
is-
Ah,
Mostly
No
Nina
worries.
right now. Nina
Please.
takeover?
Please wait for a moment. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, this is Nina Kosaka from Nijisanji
And
English Wave 3 Etheria.
and who is the next image of?
I believe that is Niji Sanji Iluna VTuber Scarlet Yonagumi.
Well,
And please go on to the final image.
Ah, the final image. Very well. Oh,
I believe this is your forger from Spy X Family?
That's
yes,
right.
1 moment, please. Oh, oops, wrong one. For- 1 moment, defense. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
yes.
No,
Submit the
why is it
defense.
spacing the wrong thing? No, stop it. Copy. Why will it not copy it?
This is going
1
well.
moment, prosecution.
Yes.
No. Oh, hang on. Please, I don't. Oh, I
I
know.
fail to
Okay.
understand what this has to do with any of the charges.
Oh, really?
Well, it's very
really?
clear that the evidence has thrown both the prosecution and the judge into a panic. A possible
Yes.
symptom.
I'm not panicking at all!
Please read the following messages that have been pasted into evidence, so
This
that
is-
we can.
Okay. Okay, but order. I want to say that this is clear whataboutism. I will
Yes.
tolerate it, but only so far.
Hold it!
Oh, wait, was that the?
I
was that
would
the
like-
prosecution?
Yes, that was the prosecution.
Yeah,
what's the
Okay,
prosecution?
so you have brought up one instance of me making a joke about simping Nina Kosaka. But the charge is not that you are a simp. The charge is excessive simping.
Yeah.
Me simping Nina one time is meaningless to the charge at hand.
Sonomika, may I ask you one thing?
Mm.
Is there a custom Nendoroid on your desk that you made for one of your characters to simp for?
Simp is a strong word. She's my wife.
You don't simp for your wife? Oh, I can't believe it.
Okay, we will now look at the.
Simping is an emotion, and were I to feel an emotion in her presence, she would shoot me.
I will now. Please give the court a moment. Okay.
Yes.
I will now. I will now ask the witness to corroborate with the following evidence, which we have not seen yet, but not just the pictures of these Niji-sanji VTubers, whatever that means, but also these messages. Okay. What is this? This is something that I said.
Yes.
Can you read it out, witness, please?
Okay. I keep presenting evidence I didn't bring. Okay. Captain Hurricane, or at Captain Hurricane from Maru de Cinco. I don't know who that is. Bought the Pomu acrylic stand ... and the corresponding Selen one ... and the full body Nina one ... and the Pomu maid outfit one ... All caps. I don't want to hear anything from you about this. At least I simp for a real girl.
Seems pretty damning. Seems like you've
And the next
confessed to
one.
simping.
And this next
Yeah.
one.
Oh, I don't need to read the text. Okay, begging Nina to come cuddle. I am full simp. Full simp. Lol.
And the final one. The final one, please.
From Maru de Cinco. I am a touch. Sorry. My cat came in and tickled me. I am a touch-starved little lesbian. Cute girls call me cute. I die. Can
And,
somebody?
Order!
Nobody
Order!
clipped me saying that, right?
This will not. Order! This is Captain Hurricane. You have used Discord DMs to commit a leak. Right in front of us. You've leaked private
You also
information.
did that too.
No, we have clearly shown.
Nothing I
public-
posted was Discord DMs. These were all public tweets.
Yeah,
Were
what do
they
you say to that
though?
defense?
Yes, everything I posted was a public tweet.
I would like to add the evidence that the defense has offered into the public record. Let that stand. Unsustained, overruled.
One moment. I believe we have heard enough for now. On this,
This is a lot of.
Oh my goodness.
I believe we have heard enough on this charge. I believe we have had enough evidence and a witness testimony, and we will now proceed to the second charge.
This is
Good job, Tokestan.
this is
You
a
did
lot
it!
of build up for something I spent 5 minutes drawing.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Now, witness. Now we're gonna go to the second charge. Reckless driving, destruction of a boat, commandeering waterborne vehicles despite court order forbidding him to do so. Plus, in my list here it says Star Wars stuff. Well, let's just say Star Wars stuff. Witness.
Star Wars stuff.
Witness.
Yeah.
Let me bring up your evidence. Because I'm the judge, but I have to bring up the evidence myself. Okay. The evidence is up and right next to you. There it is.
I'm looking at it with fresh eyes again, and I'm very proud of this. Anyways,
We all
So
have
this is
law
the
degrees.
evidence I
We all have law
present.
degrees. Sorry. Please
we all have a
continue.
lot of degrees. Sorry. So if we look at this is figure A, illustration number 1. I present to you a hedgehog in the driver's seat.
Oh, sorry. This is a witness
how-
testimony.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it didn't play again. Fine, whatever. It's fine. Whatever. I
It's all
didn't see if
good.
I care. Sorry, please continue.
So we're looking at a hedgehog in a driver's seat. How he drive though? I'm saying his ass is not driving. So I don't know how his little paws would reach the feet, the pedal or the steering wheel. So this evidence I'm presenting basically to say a hedgehog should not be driving, and in fact is endangering everybody else on the road. This is not a responsible way to drive. Now,
Well,
he may be
yes.
able to reach the pedal in figure 2 with long legs, which is kind of fucked up. That's just what I'm saying there. That's kind of a fucked up hedgehog.
Prosecution
sus.
agrees that is kind of a fucked up hedgehog.
prosecution, would you like to cross-examine a witness? And please do the cross-examination effect.
Yes. Let me.
There we go.
Work.
Very good. Prosecution, would you like to cross-examine the witness?
Yes. Now, witness.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Figure 2 is an incredibly fucked up hedgehog.
Oh.
Thanks. I worked really hard on it.
I would like to agree on that count that it is equally as sus as the long-legged Amogus. And both of them absolutely terrify me. Thankfully, we can see on the bench that Captain Hurricane does not have long legs like that. He is more in the proportions of figure 1, meaning how in the hell is he driving?
Yes.
I will get to that. Thank you for asking.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
can I make my
Continue.
defense?
The witness must respond to the cross-examination question first.
Okay. Well, that's my point. If he doesn't have Susmogus long legs,
So small.
unless he does and he's just not telling us, and that's a whole different thing. As Chat has said, that's kind of fucked up. There may be other ways that he might be operating the vehicle, which I have brought up in Figure 5. We'll get there. But I think the defense wanted to say something first.
Yes, prosecution rests on this question.
Defense. It's your
All
go.
right. Okay, Hurricane, did you want to say something? Or
Yes.
should I give it a go?
I believe you find when you tune into my wonderful, incredible streams that there is sounds of workshops going on, as if someone is drilling and cutting and putting together some kind of a vehicle. I do not drive human-sized vehicles. I make my own for my own small size, which I think is quite ableist of you to make fun of. Really, actually, I am only 8 inches tall, so I have to make vehicles that are the same size as my short stature. That is why I have workshop noises going at the beginning of my streams.
It's true.
It won't let me do the
all
whole bit
small
thing,
rodents-
but...
It's
Oh,
true,
that's
all
because you
small
last did-
rodents have to
You're
be,
the last one who did it. You're the last one who did the
Yeah, I
thing.
know, but I have an objection to that
Sorry,
statement.
one moment.
Oh.
Proceed.
Now, Captain Hurricane, you have said that on your stream, meaning you are live hosting the stream, that
Yeah.
there are construction noises in the background.
That's right.
How are you hosting the stream and building those vehicles?
Oh, I'm building them before stream, which is why they go away after the
But
starting
you said
soon
the
stream.
noises are on the stream.
Yes, on my starting soon, kind of when you're seeing my barn as I'm getting ready, I'm putting the final touches to my machines.
Isn't that an
Starting soon, of course.
irresponsible use of your starting soon time? Shouldn't you have finished your work before you start streaming?
What streamer among us, has not been finished by the time they've hit starting soon?
I'm
I
always
am
finished
always
by the time that I
ready when
hit
I
starting.
hit starting.
Yeah,
No
I'm
comment.
always done. I'm always ready.
Yeah, we are. I am always
Hold
prepared.
it! I would like to submit as evidence and to back up Captain Hurricane's argument here, this stream itself.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
How
Well,
many times has the cross-signing witness testimony GIF worked, Mario?
Sorry, say that again?
Every time we've needed it to. Anyway, I am always
Yeah.
prepared when I start. I have never once had scuff in my entire career.
That's true because you're
But
the
this
genius
is-
prosecutor.
But this is in regards to this little guy, Captain Hiromus fucking Hurricane. It's possible that each person's stream is different. One cannot judge another solely on your own standards.
That is a very
again-
measured defense.
That is
Thank
true. But again, shouldn't Captain be starting to wind down his construction before he hits live?
You can always, work. Have you ever kind of worked on a piece of art and thought, I should just finish it off and be done? And instead, you add a few extra, maybe lines, some shading, some colors, maybe a little bit of processing to it, some kind of filters. Just before you post it on Twitter, you think, you know what, I'll do something a bit different. That's it. I'm just checking to make sure everything works, and Thanks, Gada. That thumbs
Gada,
up
for
means
follow.
you agree with me. Correct.
Also, it says here in the official VTuber book of evidence and regulations here, scuff is required, in fact, in all VTuber streams at least twice per year to qualify as a VTuber streamer.
It's how we get our health insurance.
But is it scuff if it is a standard part of his starting soon screen?
Well, as somebody who's also part of the R&D unit or department of oh my goodness, of Change Engine Base, yes, sometimes you have to modify, shopify, tunify on the fly, as it were to say, especially when
Yeah.
you have just a little guy disease like Captain Hurricane and I do.
That's right.
Witness, do you
Okay,
have anything
it-
further? Oh, sorry. Prosecution.
Prosecution will see that just a little guyism is a medical condition, and we'll cede this point to this singular point about the construction noises to the defense.
Excellent.
Very
Thank
well.
you, thank you.
Witness, do you have anything further on this evidence that you entered in the court
Well,
record?
number three, I guess there's just a little hedgehog pushing a thrust stick, not sponsored by Logitech. I thought it was just cute. Anyways,
But hey, Logitech,
That is
email
a
us, email us.
hey, Logitech, if you're listening.
Yeah, we can work
Heyo.
on that.
We can work on
Hey,
that.
hey, yo.
Look at these high production values, Logitech.
Now, finally,
Order!
Figure
Order!
5.
The
Oh.
witness will refrain from AOing. It's distracting to the judge. Please continue.
Ayo.
Order! What did I just say? I said he will refrain from saying
It was a
AO.
sad AO, okay? It was
No,
a sad AO.
You may not even give us a sad AO. Please continue with your
Okay,
testimony.
fine. Okay.
You see, Toxan? They just make up stuff that you can't do. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, I never make up stuff. Anyways, let's look at figure number 5.
What's
I have a
figure
theory on
5?
how these machines work, where he is making use of a very dangerous material called rule of Coulomb.
What? Rule of
Yes,
Coulomb?
atomic number-
That sounds dangerous.
Atomic number 420, a very heavy material that can be used to make machines just work. I have suspicions that he's using rule of Coulomb to make his mechanisms work to the way he needs them to. Now, can you imagine a atomic weight of 500 and something crashing into a tree? How bad could that go? Pretty bad, I would say.
Exactly, witness. And witness, would you not agree that according to the laws, rule of Coulomb is illegal outside of Shonen and Super Robot series, of which Cap is not a character in?
True.
Wait. Oh shit, I was going to objection, but it won't let me because of cooldown. I'm gonna jump myself. Thank you very much. Objection. But we've already. But Captain Hurricane is indeed a Tokusatsu themed VTuber, which qualifies him for the rule of Coulomb use. But in this case, we have also already. We've also already testified and proved that Captain Hurricane makes his own just a little guy-sized units of transportation, which are not powered by nature by rule of Coulomb because they are downsized to perfectly fit Captain Hurricane's tiny little hog body. So in that case, the usage of rule of Coulomb cannot be proven or even should be used as part of the charges here brought up against my little buddy.
Yeah, and I made sure all of my rule of Coulomb was properly disposed of yesterday.
Yes.
Hold it. If, as you say, Captain Hurricane's vehicles are not, in fact, powered by rule of Coulomb, then what are they powered by?
Oh.
Do you have no answer? Do you have no answer, defense?
I plead the fifth.
Could it
There is
be
no fifth.
because they are, in fact, powered by rule of Coulomb?
Well, not
In
anymore.
which only vehicles that are operated by Star Hurricane would be exempt from the laws prohibiting.
Well, I
Well-
mean,
Go.
sometimes a car just has to move. I mean, we've all played Warhammer 40,000. The orcs.
Oh, yeah.
No,
do
we
stuff,
haven't.
and-
I have
okay.
never played
I-
Warhammer 40,000.
I
Okay.
also haven't. I genuinely don't even know what Warhammer is.
Is
about.
Okay.
is Captain Hurricane implying that he uses the WOG?
More DACA.
Yeah, more DACA. You know.
Well, this just opens a whole bunch
Order!
of other doors.
Order! The witness will the accused will refrain from being a nerd.
Hold on. We're talking about a fake talking about rule of Coolium here. Something that I put a lot of work into researching.
Rule of Coolium is real, but being a nerd is not. Now,
Wait a minute.
talk
Oh god,
Sam.
the witness is
Are
breaking
we
down.
all gonna fade?
If you have nothing further, we need to bring another witness through.
Okay. Yeah, I've done a lot of work here. I need to go to sleep.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your commitment to justice.
Yeah. Thanks
Thank
a
you
lot,
very much.
Toxan.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, we need to call one moment, please.
Are waiting.
Yeah, I need
Oh
to
damn! I just found some good Nazuna evidence, but that would
we need
bite
the
me
next
in the
we
ass.
need the next witness, who is one of you. Who is it? Who is the next witness? It's Para. Para?
Para?
Yeah, it is Para.
You brought my mother into this?
we
Yes,
brought-
Oh my
I am
goodness.
calling Captain Hurricane's mother, Para, to the stand.
Oh my god.
One moment, please, because I need to change the reactive. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there we go. Yes. Para Parano, are you there?
Sorry, yeah, hi. Hi. What's happening?
So,
Hello?
I'm sorry, Para. They woke you from your nap so rudely to be mean
Yes.
to me.
Don't they know that every mother needs a nap in the afternoon? What was today?
I do know this from my simping of Nina Kosaka.
Witness, can you
Hold on
say
a second.
Witness, can you say your first name, last name, and occupation, please?
First name Para, second name Parano, second, occupation tired, Your Honor.
Very good, very good.
Valid
And-
witness.
Very good. And what evidence have you brought us today?
Oh god, it's the trial? This was happening today? My son? Oh no! Oh, my son! How could you do this?
Oh dear.
I didn't raise you to be this way. To think
I cannot
goodness.
I cannot get the witness thing to fucking work.
It's
I
okay.
cannot get it to work.
It's,
I'm doing my
it's
best
okay,
over
no.
here, please.
Sorry,
do you want me to try?
can you do the witness testimony one? Can you do that?
there we
Oh,
go.
wow.
Yes. Mrs. Parano, please continue.
Am I official now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Can I go back to being disappointed in my son?
Please go for it.
Yes, of course. But
Hopefully less disappointment, but yeah.
Go for it.
Oh dear.
As I understand, somehow, I have been called here today to discuss my hedgehog son. His guilt in the act of reckless driving, destruction of a boat, commandeering waterborne vehicles, despite court order forbidding him from doing so. Truly, a terrible act of steely-wheely automobile.
Oh.
I never raised you to be this way.
I don't think you ever raised me, but you know, sure, okay.
Oh, you shut up. I was there. Whenever custody allowed me to be, I was there.
Oh, it won't let me do the objection now. Damn it.
Yeah, because you did the
Yeah,
thing.
objection! Captain Hurricane, one, how could you talk to your own mother that way? My god. And second,
What?
every time I am at your stream, and sometimes even my stream, Para is always there supporting you.
She is.
Was Para not there at your birthday and whatever time it was playing Gartic Phone, doing the best Gartic Phone art any of us have ever seen?
That's true. That's true. She is cracked at Gartic Phone.
How dare you say your mother has never been there to support you?
I'm sorry, Mum.
If you were truly sorry, you wouldn't have dragged me into this situation in the first place.
Well, I didn't. Someone else did.
It's true.
Well,
You
it sounds like
bring
it's,
the court summons.
it sounds like it's time to cross-examine the witness.
Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll cross-examine. Wow, hello Para, good to meet you, Hurricane's mom. And so, it seems like
If your childhood
the
friend,
testimony
shouldn't
that
you
brought
know
me-
his mom already?
Well, to be fair, I am in a rock quarry. It's always 1980X where I am. Sometimes the
Reasonable.
old noggin can get reset.
Objection sustained.
Thank you. It's confusing.
I'll allow
The
it.
more I think about it. Thank you. Yeah, we don't want the time warp to come over here.
As someone who also has to babysit Sentai robots, I understand objection sustained.
Thank you. Sustained, overruled. That's a tip and trick from Jakey, attorneys at law. Not sponsored. Anyway,
Order! The
God.
defense will refrain from providing sponsored messages.
oh, sorry. It's good to meet you, Mrs. the Hedgehog. But
To
I
meet
do
you
believe
too,
that your
Mrs.
testimony is
Hamster.
mostly. Thank you. I do believe most of your testimony is just kind of not really proof, more kind of disappointment, which I understand can be entered into the court record, but isn't really anything to judge by.
I believe the witness has brought this piece of evidence.
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, I felt it privy. I felt it important to present this hastily put together doodle evidence that I put together in about 10 minutes.
I said that to you in confidence.
Yes, but so,
But this is just still substantial evidence, and not really actual evidence, because this is just a drawing based on a feeling and not an actual photograph.
Yeah, sure.
Objection! Para, as Captain Hurricane's mother, it means that all art that Para does of Captain Hurricane is official and real.
Shit,
I
she
have
got us
that
there.
power.
Wait, hold on! Objection! However, we found that that's not the case, because artists who are both mothers and or fathers and or parental figures of VTubers have also created unofficial artwork. Now, in this case, there is no tag stating that this is an official artwork that has been checked off by Captain Hurricane himself or by Gatai the Live, which means that this could be fan art, even since it is untagged. In that case, we cannot accept this as evidence or official.
Hold it!
Bitch,
If it
it's
must
in my
be approved
style.
by Gatai the Live, I am a member of Gatai the Live, and I therefore can approve it!
Shit.
Thank you, Sono.
I'm also a member of Gatai the Live. In that case, I can also question it as well.
Me too!
Yes.
I've never seen this drawing before in my life.
Questioning my work for him. Ew, ew.
Such disrespect to his mother.
You love what I do in Gartic Phone, but when it's in this context, suddenly it doesn't matter?
You're
How did
Putting-
it come to this?
you're putting me between a
We
rock and a hard
understand your
place here.
feelings, but this isn't a court of law.
It's not a court of emotions.
Order!
Look at this highly
Order!
detailed artwork! Look at those speed lines!
Order! Order! The witness and the defense will refrain from having emotions. You're all Brit.
Oh,
Like,
well.
you're aside from Choo Choo, yous are Brits. You can figure that out.
Yes. Hamster Island is exempt from that.
Yes, that is
I'm
correct.
still allowed my motherly
Choo Choo
shame.
and Sono are exempt from that.
Aw.
Yeah,
But,
I'm from the center of the earth.
Listen, we can feel emotions, mostly disdain, which I guess is what Para is feeling for me right now. Disdain and guilt.
You have that correct, son. So much disdain, in fact, that even though I've pictured you in the biplane, I have in fact drawn you with a steering wheel instead of a
Listen, I make the stuff myself. Sometimes I put a steering wheel in the plane, you know?
Oh, okay, fine. Thank you for giving me an out, son, even though I probably should be doing that for you. Okay.
Which means that you are building vehicles that are not street legal. Add that to his vehicular charges.
I mean, I don't
Yes,
think
this
the
is indeed a
plane's
very
going down
grave
as...
accusation.
The plane's not going on the street. It's going in the
What
air.
is a runway then?
Private property. Also, it's
Incorrect! A runway is a miserable little pile of secrets!
but enough talk. How about you?
That's true. Chat has brought up an interesting point, which is most planes aren't even street legal; they are air legal.
That's right.
There's actually some planes that have steering wheels, by the way.
Yes, they do, and you kind of push them forward and pull them back to ascend and descend. Those are very technical, complicated pilot terms that you might know if you were an expert pilot hedgehog like me.
Yes.
Hold it! I don't know anything about planes.
That's true. That's true. She does not.
In this case, we might as well just dismiss this piece of evidence, because it's very clear that the prosecution cannot confirm or deny if this is an accurate depiction of Captain Hurricane driving a street illegal plane, because, as we all know, the prosecution has stated that they do not know planes. And
Sadly.
apparently neither
That
does
does not change the fact that his eyes are red and he's doing an evil laughter, and the speed lines definitely indicate that he is going over the posted speed limit.
Well, that's just conjecture.
There's no speed limit in the sky.
Is there?
Yes, there are.
Is a picture of a drawn pipe a pipe? Seriously, say un asno pipe. as,
Order!
French
It
person.
can be.
Order!
It can be if you smoke it.
Into this?
There will be order. I am afraid that this piece of evidence is proven too contentious, and it's proven too controversial, and it cuts both ways. Both
It is incredibly well
in
drawn.
favor.
Though.
It is incredibly well drawn. I believe that I believe there's an objective truth that it is gorgeous artwork. But
Correct.
I'm afraid it's artwork
Only
and
for
not
the best
evidence.
of
Even
fun.
though we're VTubers and artwork is literally all we are, but I gotta keep this rolling somehow. So
Listen, I'm not guilty, I'm just drawn that way.
you've already entered a plea, son.
It's
Don't make
true.
it worse. Now,
Okay.
Son, I didn't make you Jessica Rabbit. Please don't.
The Jessica Rabbit defense.
That's correct.
order.
But anyway,
Now,
Judge.
Paraparano.
Hello. Yes.
Thank you so much for your testimony.
you.
You're able to go if you like.
Please be kind
and,
to my son.
We will. This court is merciful, unless he's guilty, in which case it's merciless. Thank you.
Not guilty.
Oh.
In any case, thank you, and you may go. And
Thank
we
you.
will
Mommy's
have
hungry. I need to go.
we will
eat.
have a
But,
5-minute
good luck,
recess.
son.
Please
The
enjoy
court
your
will
mom
enter-
nap mess.
The court will enter a 5-minute recess before continuing. Thank you.
Thank you.
welcome back. Everyone has gone to refreshments. Everyone has used the little lawyer's room, and it's time to continue. We're back, indeed. We have the defense. Oh, sorry. We need to kind of. And we have the
Yes.
prosecution.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. What might I like to add to the court record that the snack rolls in the vending machine are quite excellent today. Thank you.
Flattery will get you nowhere, prosecution. Defense.
Thank you.
In any case,
Yeah, flattery will get me everywhere.
Mm-mm.
That's my job.
of course it will, because you're my wife. In any case, we are ready to call the next witness, whose reactive image I am entering right now because it's the same graphic, and so that just makes things easier for me.
Oh yeah,
And-
definitely, you're definitely ready when you hit stream start. Yeah, absolutely.
We'll just
Order!
add that to the record.
I will have order. The defense will be quiet as the witness puts out her statement. Could you please state your first name, last name, and occupation? Witness.
Hello. My name is Skylarka. I don't know what a last name is. I don't have one. And I am a musician.
Very good. Now, I believe you have testimony for us. So-
Yes, and Your Honor, the great and venerable Judge Marge Cinco. I know it's highly unorthodox, but
Mhm.
as a witness, I have breaking new and absolutely explosive information and allegations to share with this court.
Well, this is meant to be. Oh, sorry. Witness. Thank you. Very well.
I
Enter-
request
enter-
permission to
enter-
speak freely.
Granted. Speak your truth.
Okay. Well, as some of you may know here, I, Skylarka, came to this world from another world where it's always the 80s, and so I know a lot about things that happened in the 80s.
Oh, me
And-
too.
And I accuse Captain Hurricane of, in a town called Brooks, Arizona, in the year 1986, being the boss of an illegal street racing gang responsible for the theft of countless cars, running an illegal street racing ring, and even worse, the brutal murder of Jamie Hawkins and kidnapping of Carrie Johnson. These charges would include operating the illegal street racing gang, multiple counts of grand theft auto, kidnapping, capital murder, and additionally, through these actions, he is responsible for unleashing a vengeful supernatural entity known only as the Wraith, which resulted in the death of at least 5 individuals. He's also responsible for evading
Hold it.
law enforcement and supernatural justice.
I'm sorry. You said 1986?
I did.
That hasn't happened yet. What are you talking about?
Choo, just don't worry about it. Just all it's all make believe. We're just hypothetical situations. Just don't worry about it. Okay?
Yeah, no, we don't want the temporal wave coming. Continue.
Witness,
I'm
witness,
sorry.
please present your evidence.
Okay, I have multiple pieces of evidence. So, these crimes took place in Brooks, Arizona in 1986, as I stated. Currently, the man who is known to be responsible for these crimes is named Packard Walsh. If you would play this clip, you can see Mr. Walsh briefly directing the disposal of the body of one Jamie Hawkins. Sound is not necessary. You can turn the sound off if you'd like.
One moment, please. This is proving slightly difficult for the court.
There we go.
Like, as difficult as proving my guilt. I see.
Order!
Excuse you, we are having an amazing time proving that.
And so you see there's the body going in. There's the gang members.
Uh-huh.
And right there in the tank top. That was Mr. Packard Walsh directing the disposal of this corpse. See in the tank top in the back there?
Yes.
That's Packard Walsh.
yeah.
That's
Clearly,
Packard Walsh.
Okay.
clearly involved in these crimes.
Yes.
And now, I present to you Exhibit B. This is Captain Hurricane supervising Packard Walsh as he intimidates Jamie Hawkins in advance of the killing.
1 moment, please.
The evidence is right there. We can all see him.
Objection?
I'm 3 years old. I can't have been in 1986.
But do you have a 1980X? And do you not associate with known time-traveling android Maru DeCinco, who has an evil time-traveling sister, Sube DeCinco?
I mean, I don't think they travel in time anymore. I think they used to, but that was long before I was born, or long after I was born. I don't know how time paradoxes work.
Yeah, we're trying not to.
If she is a time traveler, one, Sube does time travel still.
Oh.
Trust me. Just trust me on this. It's slowly becoming a problem for me too, because I made a very dumb offhand comment to her once. She is a time traveler. It does not matter if she was made after you were born. And did you not collaborate with her for your TIE Fighter promo image?
Yes, I said, "Hey Sube, how you doing?" And she laughed at me with that evil Hime laugh she does. And I thought, great, that's exactly what I wanted, and took a photo.
The fact Sube here is not in question. There's no evidence that Sube was a part of this. Also, if we can take
Order.
a screen grab of the
One moment.
video evidence that was presented previously.
1 moment.
Sure.
Accused,
Hi,
Captain Hurricane.
that's me.
Can you repeat what Sube de Cinco told you?
She just laughed in an evil way.
And what did you do?
I just said, "Hey Sube, how you doing?"
And what happened after she laughed at you?
I took a photo.
Prosecution. Isn't it suspicious that after a pretty girl laughed at this hedgehog, he took a photo?
Very suspicious, Your Honor.
Ah, shit.
As the witness, I would
it's
agree. Suspicious.
I don't see what this
It
has
seems to go
anything
towards your
do.
charges of simping.
And
That
Mr.
was
Hurricane.
that was towards an Asuna, not towards your sister Sube de Cinco.
No, but that is relevant to the previous case.
No, but
I would
also
also
evidence.
I have
Oh my God,
additional
oh my God.
evidence of my
Okay.
allegations to present.
Continue.
Oh, Jesus
Witness. Order. Order in the court. Witness will continue the testimony.
So,
Sure, please.
you can see Captain Hurricane in that prior image over Packard Walsh's shoulder.
Okay.
And now, in this image, we can clearly see Captain Hurricane behind the wheel of Packard Walsh's automobile. Packard Walsh, notorious alleged leader of this gang of car thieves and illegal racing, who was killed by the supernatural entity, the Wraith. He took the fall. And yet here, we see Captain Hurricane behind the wheel of his custom signature vehicle. I think that this demonstrates that it was truly Captain Hurricane who was the brains of this operation.
I don't know how to drive a car that has a steering wheel on the left-hand side.
All of my reactions are on cooldown, so I'm just gonna say, hold it. Can you, witness, can you please repeat exactly when this gang of car thieves was allegedly active? Oh, thank God. Thank you. Can you please repeat the date, or as to the year, as to when this ring of street racers and subsequent murder was active?
This occurred in 1986 in the town of Brooks, Arizona.
Thank you.
Wasn't
Can you
Arizona?
also report? Also, can you please, do you know exactly when the Star Wars photo was taken? What year?
Could not say. Sube DeCinco can travel through time, so it could have been at literally any time, any place if Captain Hurricane was with Sube DeCinco.
Star Star Wars was active in 1977, which, as we know, was in the past, and it's not the same time as the date that you suggested, 1986. So if you say that the two separate, unrelated incidents were at the same time, that can't be right. That's a clear contradiction, because one is, of course, Star Wars took place in 1977, and the other one is in 1986. Also, this has no bearing on the current case.
Objection! If Star Wars took place in 1977, did you say? I don't know a lot about Star Wars. But if this took place in 1986, that means it happened after Star Wars came out. So Captain Hurricane could have been in collaboration with Sube Tacinko at any point after 1977, of which 1986 is a point in time after 1977. But I would also like to... Okay.
Sorry. But as we know, Star Wars takes place in a galaxy far, far away, which, as we know, is not the same location as, was it Arizona? 1986? Those are completely different locations. I'm beginning to think that the evidence that you brought here, witness, was doctored. Possibly.
One piece of evidence to share.
Over the course of what, like 9 years? That would be? You can go from a galaxy far, far away to Earth. It's 9 years. You can definitely do that.
That's not how the speed of light works.
That is
Aren't
actually
your
not how the speed of
vehicle-
light works.
Haven't you already admitted to having vehicles powered by rule of Coolium?
I mean, but that doesn't make things go faster than... help me here, Choo Choo. Help me.
It does if they're cool!
Shit. Okay, well, I mean...
But Star Wars was shot in Tanzania, which is in Africa. Not Australia, I was about to say. No, Arizona. Again, those are completely different parts of the world. And as we
What is
have
Arizona?
just... exactly. Not only does my client not know what an Arizona is, or even a Gary, Indiana, but we've also indicated, we also well know as part of Team Gotthard Alive that we cannot exist in the same place at once. It'll create a time paradox, which we cannot invoke in this court, otherwise
Hold it! I am not saying that all of these events happened at the same time. There is 10 years between 9 years. Sorry, I can't count. I'm from the center of the earth. Between 1977 and 1986, there is plenty of time for all of this to have happened. And on that,
Isn't the matter at hand not supposed to be an alleged murder that Captain Hurricane came, but instead is supposed to be a general thing? What was the evidence the evidence that we were supposed to bring was to, like, in a completely different charge. Judge, can we roll back the notes? Can the court stenographer please explain what the actual charge we were supposed to be discussing was? Because bringing up car thieves and murder is completely different.
Additional evidence for the...
The charge
will
is the
connect
one that
these
the
things.
witness has presented.
I will connect these things. So I have one final piece of evidence for you.
Yes.
One final
continue.
piece. Please pull up the final piece of evidence.
Of course.
So here.
Wait. We need to move the frame. Oh!
Here we
What
can
is
see
that?
Packard Walsh driving his race car in a battle against the supernatural entity the Wraith, in which he actually died. Packard Walsh died in this epic race, and we can see Captain Hurricane there in the back seat. And I allege that not only is this image extremely cool due to Captain Hurricane's illicit use of Rule of Coolium, but that through use of Rule of Coolium and his diminutive stature, which we established earlier in this very trial, he was able to not only escape from the car wreck, but also from the supernatural justice of the Wraith. And thus, this pattern of excessive speeding and illegal street racing and crime set him on a path of criminality where he committed multiple instances of reckless and aggressive driving, including operating a watercraft without a license.
How did you uncover
this is
those
very
records?
grave new. This is a very grave new charge, defense. How do you react to it?
If I may confer with my client for just a second. If
You may
the judge can
confer.
Permit. Okay, thanks.
You may confer.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry,
all
wait.
right,
I need to stop
okay.
the intense music. It needs to be.
Okay.
There you go. You may
All right,
confer.
thank you very much. All right, we'll confer. Okay. That is a lot of evidence. But beside all that, where should we get lunch?
I was thinking maybe Jack in the Box. You know, I hear they have pretty
okay.
good things. I've put it into evidence for you to show on screen.
Wow, that's actually really good. Yeah, honestly, I was thinking a bit of like Thai food, maybe. I don't know.
Thai food. Oh, okay.
If you're we could get some like satay, maybe really quick and easy, like a muga thai.
I know a place with really good pad thai.
Excellent.
Shit! Judge Prosecutor, do you wanna place an order? We can take an order right now. Witness, do you want anything? We've got one order of pad thai for the prosecution.
Thank you.
I'm eating nachos.
yeah.
I'm fine.
Nachos. Are you sure? We could get you like some papaya salad, just like have it a little to go. Like
No, Jack in the Box
if
is
you
not
want that.
delivered to the space colony, I'm afraid.
Oh no!
Okay.
We were thinking Thai food, so like some or like if you want like a little side salad or maybe some sticky rice or I don't know.
I have never had Thai
I'm-
food. My apologies.
I'm gonna get
One
the crab
sticky rice
sausages.
and one
So...
something. Crab
They have
sausages.
banh mi.
Got it. The banh mi. No, that's Vietnamese. But you know what? We can probably get like some. How
we
do
can
you
do
feel
that
about vermicelli noodles? Yeah. Something like that.
Prosecution.
I could fuck
do
up
you want
some
any
vermicelli
orders?
right now.
Do you want to order anything? For
They've got my order for pad thai.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
they got the
brilliant.
order for pad
Okay.
thai.
Witness,
Chad,
Skylarka, do you want
want-
do you want anything from the Thai place?
Can I do a mango curry, please? I'm a
Mango
big
curry,
fan
awesome.
of Thai mango curry.
Got it. How spicy do you want it?
Oh,
Like,
very
do you want
spicy.
it to be very
Very
spicy.
spicy.
Got it. Thai
Yes, yes.
spicy. Okay, perfect. And then I'll just add that. Yeah, cool. So I think we got all we.
Yeah, that's great. Great.
for that. Okay,
Thanks,
awesome.
thanks, Chief.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. We're ready to present our evidence. If we can. Thank you.
Order. Order in the court.
We have. Thank you. We've secured the court's lunch food. My rebuttal to all of that is he's just a little guy.
Yeah. Also, I've never been to 1986. I don't even know what a 1900s is. I've heard about it in books. I'm 3 years old.
Exactly.
I've never traveled through time at all, ever. Why would I travel through time?
Building off of the just a little guy defense, as we have well established, my client is 3 years old. I myself am a 3-year-old little guy, and because of that, he would not specifically have been active or even possibly born around this time. Even though there are some temporal wavy doos around here and there, the amount of time that's needed to even travel from one place to another would far exceed this hog's lifespan. So, in that case, sustained overruled. Oh god.
Objection! Captain Hurricane, you say that you are, right now, in this moment, a 3-year-old hedgehog.
That's right.
How old were you at your birthday stream last year?
I was 3 years old.
That's not
Yeah.
how time works, Captain Hurricane.
Objection! It is how it works for just little guys, just like me and Captain Hurricane. We've always been 3 years old and have been for quite some time. It just works like that.
That's right. Yeah.
He's
yeah.
Who's been 3 years old for a long
Hold it.
time, then
That is
couldn't
not
he have
a
escaped the
listed
rape,
symptom.
as I allege? And couldn't he have been around in 1986?
No, that is just what we call a regular, stereotypical, discriminatory concept.
Hold it. Being perpetually 3 years old is not a listed symptom of just a little guyism.
Objection!
true.
It was just put on the books in 1980X, and so as of right now, if we're going to like start bringing temporal wackiness into it and time shenanigans, then we do have to consider that later down the line in 1980X, just a little guyism is also one of the diagnoses, one of the symptoms of just a little guyism is always being perpetually 3, 2, or sometimes baby years old.
So you admit that there are temporal shenanigans involved.
Shit.
Hold! That's only if we consider the temporal shenanigans at this time. My main argument is that these two unrelated charges that Skylarka has brought up in order to try to somehow, consider that the charges of my client being a reckless driver of water boats and water vehicles, of which that is not true by any means, by creating doctored substantial evidence that would not be accepted if not for the fact that she's arguing for the fact that there's temporal shenanigans, or that could have possibly happened. But if we're not going to play by all of the rules, then we can't use all the rules. That's how it is.
Were there temporal shenanigans or not?
Oh, again, that's we're going to take this fact that this other crime that that my client is being accused of is a fact. This is all hypothetical. What we're having here, the witness is presenting a hypothetical situation. I'm actually convinced this is the plot of a movie that I saw last night. In the future.
Order! The
This is not hypothetical. The accused is in the photos.
Those are clearly
Oh,
doctored.
It could be doctored. There is such a thing as Photoshop, or just like cutting and pasting.
That is
and
true.
stuff like that.
Photoshop
I mean,
exists.
consider that-
But did Photoshop exist in
Our
1986?
witness is perpetually from the 80s during a time in which Photoshop did not exist.
Order!
So do I.
Order!
Yes.
The pertinent question is, Miss Skylarka,
Yes,
what is
Judge.
answer the following question truthfully. What is Photoshop?
A shop where you photos?
The witness does not know what Photoshop is.
But are you aware of what doctoring an image means? Because that did exist in 1980X.
You mean like? Do you mean like when those old timey folks in the 1900s would have somebody stand behind a picture getting taken for a second and then run away so it looks like there was a transparent ghost?
Absolutely. Which, coincidentally, as we noticed, if you see here in this image that I'm pointing to, oh, goddammit, it, take that! That's not working. So we'll just use the other one. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. There's been something interesting that I've noticed about the two photos that you've presented here with Captain Hurricane behind. Who was this? Chip, was it Wacky Races Man?
Packard Walsh.
Packard Walsh.
Notorious gangster.
Notorious gangster Packard Walsh, with an exquisite car and perfectly coiffed jeans in here. All of the images of Captain Hurricane seem to be looking in the same direction. Also, the same, I've noticed that the image of Captain Hurricane behind the driver there, Packard Walsh, can we overlap the two images? Or we probably can't, but I've noticed that it's kind of almost in the same exact position. Yeah, there, right there, and kind of looks the same. Now, if we go back to Skylark, witness, can you tell me what your definition of doctoring an image is? Oh my god.
Objection! Yes, that's right. I'm the judge and I can do my own objections. Deal with that.
Oh.
You can clearly
okay.
see in this image that Captain Hurricane is wearing a hat.
Well, I only wear that when I'm playing Mario Kart.
Whereas on this one, he is not. Which shows it's not the same image.
I should have got a different lawyer.
Oh,
I would also, the prosecution would also like to bring attention to the fact that Captain Hurricane always looks like that. In fact, he looks like that right now.
Thank you, prosecutor.
I'm not wearing a suit in that image.
Objection. That's racist against little guys.
How is that racist against little guys? He's just. I always look like this. He always looks like that.
Yeah, but you're as
That
old
is
as
true.
the Earth
That is
itself,
true.
and
We're
I'm
all
3 years old.
VTubers.
Yeah.
We're all VTubers. We're made of art.
Oh. In that case, this evidence should be kind of just thrown out at this point.
Yeah,
because,
yeah, absolutely.
Again, if we're going by Pyro's thing, then if this is just all art, then oh god, we're getting into hypothetical.
No, we are all made of. Just because we're all made of art doesn't give us carte blanche to commit any and all crimes.
You're
The
The
real.
prosecution
Oh,
does not need an existential crisis right now. Thank you very much.
I'm also kind of questioning my robot and handmanity right now.
You know
Can
what we say?
detain the
What we
witness
say
for
to that
this?
is,
Don't worry about it.
it's fine.
Oh
I'm-
God.
I believe we have heard enough on this, unless the witness has further.
I have nothing further on this subject, Your Honor.
Very good. Very good.
What's Arizona?
Very good.
I don't. I think.
I
think
don't
it's a-
know either.
Well,
I think
if
it's
there are no
tea.
furths, I want to thank the witness for her fair testimony and for her frankly shocking evidence that has been entered in
Was
the
it
court
though?
record and will be continued. Yes, I'm the judge and I say so. In any case, we will
Existential
now
crisis,
call
like-
the final witness. And thank you so much, Miss Kalarka. You may step down from the stand. Thank you.
Oh.
And now for the final witness, who is why did I close the thing that had the list of reactive images? We'll never know why I closed it. I'm just a
worry
funny little
about it.
guy. I'm just a funny little guy.
Don't worry about it.
Just a funny little guy.
Oh, you're gonna try to
I
bring
get
this
so
little
tilted
guy
at the
to-
towers.
One moment. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Anyway, at any rate, we have looked at the charges of excessive simping, reckless driving, and being involved in gangland warfare and the invoking of a supernatural spirit that led to the death of a guy whose name none of us can ever remember, but Skylarka seems to, but I will take her word for it. Now,
She's from the 80s. She was there.
yeah, she was there.
But I'm from the 80s and I wasn't there.
Now, we are going to be hearing from another witness. We have 3 charges left to go through. Identity theft, I feel like we've covered it now. That charge has been added to the docket. Now,
Oh my God.
witness, please state your first name, last name, and occupation.
Hello, my name is Hey Boots. It's a mononym,
Okay.
and I'm currently projecting myself astrally from an undisclosed location as my power has gone off of my house.
Oh my
I think this is
God.
witness intimidation,
No.
and I feel unsafe. I'm
Oh.
some manner of magical being. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's such a shame that
You-
someone cut your power with a large pair of pliers. I wonder who did that. Oh, that's a shame. Horrible.
Yeah. We'll never know. Anyway.
Don't make me
your-
add
your
tampering with
testimony?
witnesses to the charges.
In any case, it is time for us to hear the wait for it.
Uh-huh.
Witness testimony.
Hello. Yes.
Oh,
I'm ready.
what title would you like me to use to address you?
It's not important.
Okay. Doctor. I will
Boots
use
is
doctor.
fine.
Dr. Boots. Dr. Boots. You have provided an enormous amount of evidence to this court, and we will now start displaying it by scrolling up on the chat. There's a lot of it. There's quite a lot. I believe you posted some on the witnesses. Oh yes.
Yes.
Here's a
Yes,
collection of things. Yes.
I am a member of the Mara Cinco Discord. Yes, I am not affiliated with Captain Hurricane's various communities whatsoever. However, he is also a member of this small community we are in, and I went through some of the older materials that I've seen around, and then the things that he would feel appropriate to publicly post in the Cinco Discord. I just imagine what he'd be posting in places that she was not at. I can't believe it.
Indeed, we have found we have seen the simping posts, but you have provided a few clips from my Twitch channel and we can
Yes,
have a look
yes,
at these.
these were clips that Captain Hurricane himself created.
He created clips.
Yes. Look at the when you click on it, look at the author of the clip itself.
One moment. We will look at these clips now.
I thought we were doing the humiliating and cyberbullying later.
Well, we are. This is a thorough case. Clips this if you need
Oh,
for
okay.
your own uses.
Oh.
You can't restrict me based on when you one specific topic.
So that's an
Yeah,
Ara
don't worry
Ara
about
from
it.
Captain Hurricane. That's an Ara Ara clip. Next we have my sister. Ara Ara.
So we have proof of collusion.
It
Possible.
seems so. Fuck you. Hmm. And what is this? Maris asleep quick, it's
What
time
is-
for super posting. This was from my sister when she was taking over my body. And Captain Hurricane says, can you read that witness? I don't know if you're probably not able to, so I will read out what Captain Hurricane said. I would welcome Sube just outright killing me. What do you say to that, witness? Witness?
Oh yes, I mean it's he posted right there. Like, what other damning evidence do you need? It's his own words.
His own words. And over here we have, let us see. Honotor
I feel like we
saying-
cannot read
yes.
this next one out loud.
No, no, it's indeed it would TOS us, and I think doesn't that say a lot about the accused that we can't even read his words on a public Discord without
I have
calling-
additional bullying material if you'd like me to submit it to the channel now.
If you do have it,
Let me see if
please
there's-
provide it.
I'm doing my
Actually,
best.
Sorry, I would like to actually confirm if the evidence that's being the first few the first few clips that were being provided. What charge are they supposed to be evidence for?
This just, I mean, we're just backing up his excessive simping in general. I think on those ones.
Excessive simping. Okay. I would like to actually a gentle objection, please.
Oh, objection. Okay, yes.
So yes, I would like to have a shout out an objection here. The clips that you provided, might I remember, as we all know, ladies, gentlemen, furry little creatures from Alpha Centauri, members of the court. As we all know here, Captain Hurricane is part of Team Godtithe Alive. Now, Godtithe Alive, all of us here, are all known as Tokutubers. Now, what are Tokutubers? We are Tokusatsu-themed VTubers. All of us here on Godtithe Alive state that we are 4 heroes of hope that just want to make you smile. Seeing as we're all, Tokusatsu-themed hero-y and hero-aligned in that matter, I posit that the reason why Captain Hurricane was making these clips and taking notes on them was because Sube is considered a intergalactic and, in fact, interstitial villain. Now, as part of Team Godtithe Alive, it is actually part of Captain Hurricane's duty in order to document any villain activity. As stated, he is one of the Tokutubers, and that is his job. Sustained, overruled.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
I'm only presenting what I have. The
objection.
court can come to his own conclusions.
There's an objection.
If Captain is merely documenting appearances of Sube and is a Tokutuber who, as such, should be dedicated to defeating villain-aligned characters that are not working on their redemption arcs. What, in fact, is he talking about when he says he would welcome Sube outright killing him instead of trying to defeat her himself?
I can explain that if you want me to.
Go for it.
It's so that she will face crimes, the charge of murder, and that
What is
would be
my-
bad for her.
What my client is trying to say is that, as a paragon of justice, he would gladly sacrifice himself in order to make sure that his teammates could arrest Sube.
Hold it. Mara DeCinco, honorable judge.
Yes.
Is or is not Sube already facing murder charges?
That's true. She is. She has already murdered and killed in Minecraft.
Thus, Captain would not need to lay down his life in order for Sube to be brought to justice on those charges.
Well, unlike this
Objection.
koala court, some people need evidence to put people away.
That's what you said, prosecutor. Evidence is everything. I mean, you didn't say that, but I'm looking right now at the FAQs for
Objection!
H30, and that's
You will
what
not
the
refer to this as a
FAQs
koala court or any other kind of animal court. This is a court for humanoids and funny little
Okay.
guys.
Okay. Okay.
Gotcha. But we are just. Oh, okay.
Koalas are funny little
That's
guys.
the result. Yeah, koalas are funny little guys. We're funny little guys.
Take that! We already have evidence of all of Sube's crimes, including her murder charges.
I mean, I guess you got me there.
Objection! In this case, that means we can't have this evidence and put it as, evidence of Hurricane simping, because again, the main charges that we're dealing with today are for Captain Hurricane, not Sube, and in fact, since this is evidence of Captain Hurricane documenting Sube's crimes, we cannot introduce this evidence into the court record, because this is evidence for Sube's crimes, not Captain Hurricane's.
You're the one
Well-
that brought up Sube's crimes!
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
bring
Well,
that up!
That's fine. Really, the other evidence that I brought in is really the other. What was that last
Yes, we will now
charge about
look
the
at this.
the VR
trooper
troopers
charge.
of Marine?
The VR
Yes.
trooper charge. We will look at this
Okay.
now.
Okay.
There's
Yes.
several I posted,
Yes, I am.
and one of just like general bullying.
It's up right now.
That's not.
Okay.
Yes,
Let me
I
look at
believe
it.
that. Yeah. Oh, oops. Ignore that. Ignore that. Please ignore that. Yes, we can see in this image. We can very clearly see that Captain Hurricane drew me as a VR trooper, trying constantly to associate me with a subpar adaptation of the incredible tokusatsu shows Dimensional Heroes Spielbahn, Space Sheriff Scheider, and Metalder. Yes. And probably other metal heroes. Oh yes, also Jan Person.
I mean, listen, I drew this for charity. I was commissioned by Android Jess to do this, and this helps give kids video games to play. How could you bring this up as evil?
Might we also
doing
add that
by myself?
Android Jess is also a cartoon lawyer.
Correct.
I suppose, but if you look at the two I posted before then, these were unrelated to that charity stream.
Objection in relation to the VR Troopers art. Cat, directly below that art, do you or do you not say, end quote, I am reporting for execution tomorrow, meaning you know that you have committed a crime.
What crime am I? What law am I breaking?
Literally the charge that you're being tried for right now!
Objection. But again, as stated before, this was drawn for charity. The reason why he's saying I'm reporting for execution is tomorrow is because while we do know that it's on the record that Maru does not like being associated with VR Troopers or Big Bad Beetleborgs by Saban Entertainment (quotation marks, not sponsored), he is actually apologizing in advance for the fact that another cartoon lawyer, Android Jess, commissioned him in order to draw this. So, in fact, it's actually, just being generous to one's own teammate, apologizing in advance for drawing something that might upset them, and thus
Committing
not
a
being an act
crime,
of bullying.
and then apologizing while you commit the crime doesn't excuse you from the crime. That's not the law.
It doesn't.
I am the law.
Objection! Objection, though. The fact that, again, we stated before, this was something that's commissioned. A commission is, by definition, a piece of artwork that the commissionee or Patreon asks the artist to draw in advance. So, even though this was premeditated, it is not a crime because, again, while this artwork was posted beforehand, the actual action of commissioning was done before. And so that's why Captain Hurricane was apologizing as he posted it right after, because, this was premeditated, but not a crime.
Hold it. As a artist that works on commissions myself, while I do acknowledge that this was made for charity, and thus the money used was for a good cause, and had the commissioner had every right to request a piece of art. Can't every commissioner deny a request based on what they will or will not draw? Meaning Captain knowingly said, I will draw this crime, even though he could have said, no, I will not commit this crime, please ask me for something else.
True, but also, hold it, again, this was drawn for charity. Now, Captain Hurricane, do you remember exactly what the baselines were for, well, in general, how charity streams work and what you call, like, donathons or subathons? There's, like, usually, like, goals or something that one can request, so on and so forth. Isn't it kind of like, yeah, okay. So, basically, once you hit, like, a certain donation amount or, have, like, you know, donate a whole bunch of points or whatever, you're able to request the VTuber to do something. Now, VTubers have their own TOS, but usually for charity events, the VTuber just has to kind of go along with it. Case in point, one of my own compadres, the venerable Space Pirate K, has drank Dilk, which is Mountain Dew and milk, against his will, after he hit a stream goal. Now, again, you can state that in terms of a commission, one can turn down said commission request, but because this commission was for charity, especially one tied to a stream donathon goal, Captain Hurricane could not turn that down, and in his case should be held innocent.
Yes.
Egg Mountain Duke.
I agree with everything Choo Choo says.
One, this is not about your outside collaborators, but also, they set that Dilk, goal themselves. They could have just not set that goal and not done that and come up with something else. And even within the constraints of a charity stream, you can still enforce your TOS and be like, hey, that is a thing I don't want to draw, because it would upset my teammate.
But what if I wanted to upset her?
Well, that's what you're being charged for.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Well, I mean...
Yes,
go to the
this is
previous
what you're
image I
being
just
charged
posted.
for, Mr. Hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
Judge,
Those things I
Judge,
did.
will you please go up one image from the one that you're looking at now and pull that one up?
Of course.
What?
This
What
was
are you
a-
looking at here?
This is when Maru in her Discord posted one of her new emos that she had gotten commissioned. Look at the reply at the very bottom that Captain Hurricane posted in response to this. Completely unprompted by anything related to VR Troopers whatsoever.
Prosecution, can you read? Witness, can you read what Captain Hurricane says at the end?
He writes, there's one new emote that I'm sure will be used whenever I mention the virtual reality troopers. Why would he say this, unless he wanted to antagonize you directly?
Yes, this is not
Wait a
looking
minute.
very good for you, Mr. Hurricane.
Objection.
Oh,
Okay, listen. Oh, thank you for the raid.
One moment.
Bailiff,
Wait.
allow the court.
One
allow the
moment.
people in.
Hello, Raiders, and welcome. We are currently holding a trial for Captain Hurricane. I'm Mario Cinco, the tomboy Edward from the future. Oh, my stream deck is coming out of its case. Thank you for coming, and I hope you had a good stream. In any case, we were taking a deposition from the defense.
Okay,
Yes.
so I've submitted some evidence to the court. Judge DeCinco, could you tell me who that is?
That is Dimensional Warrior Spielband, also known as Jiku Senshi Spielband, and in Brazil, briefly known as Just Beyond 2.
Ah, I see. Now, actually, it's a picture of the VR Trooper, JB Reese. So you can see where I might get mixed up about the difference between Dimensional Warrior Spielband and the 1994's premiere kids TV
Order!
show, VR Troopers.
Order! The footage is the same! They use the same footage!
Yes, which is why I would be so confused about if you know you love Spielband, as we all do. He's a wonderful man who likes to keep water clean, and
That's not what
I
he
was just
does!
confused.
He traveled to another dimension!
Captain Hurricane, objection. Hold it.
Okay.
Are you or are you not submitting this evidence to the court to antagonize Judge Maru DeCinco this very moment?
You will not antagonize
No.
me! You will not! I am not owned!
Are you turning into
Oh,
a
that's-
corn cob?
Yeah, he turned into a corn cob, Judge. Judge, we'd like to ask if we can add to the court record that the judge is turning into a corn cob.
Overturned! You will not. I'm not turning into a corn cob. Please continue. And now, I am putting you on notice, Mr. Hurricane. You will not
shoot,
use
what am
this
I-
court to continue your bullying of me by recalling a mediocre and culturally insignificant television show from the 1990s. And if you do, this will influence the sentencing if you're found guilty. Do you understand? Do you understand, sir?
I will pretend I do. Thank you.
Yes. Objection. Objection?
Objection?
Just
Oh, okay.
very, yes. Thank you.
Oh.
Yes. Captain Hurricane. May I ask my client? Exactly where are you? Don't dox yourself. Actually, exactly where are you located? Would you say you're in the Western Hemisphere, like the British Bean region, possibly?
That is correct. That is correct. The barn is unfortunately on these cursed islands known as Great Britain.
Okay. Now, if the court at large, or even the judge, probably the judge, Judge Maru DeCinco, can you let me know exactly where Spielbahn, Scheider, Melthalder, and so on and so forth, where they aired, the original Japanese versions of these shows aired?
I believe you're talking about the Metal Hero series that includes Space Sheriff Gavin, Space
Exactly.
Sheriff Sharavan, Space Sheriff Scheider, Mega Beast Investigator Just Beyond, Dimensional Warrior Spielbahn, not to mention Metalder, Jiraiya, Jiban, Janperson, Blue SWAT,
And my
B-Fighter,
favorite, Exedra.
and B-Fighter Kabuto. Not to
Yeah,
mention
exactly.
the rescue trilogy, which included Exedraft, Winspector, and Soulbrain. All of these
Yeah,
aired in Japan.
And any other countries.
Well, some of these aired in Brazil, and some of them aired, I believe, in France, possibly.
France.
Sorry, and also Southeast Asia.
Southeast
And-
Asia. All right, there we go. So let's see here. Also objection. So in this case,
Oh.
we can
Wait, that wasn't.
The fact that
I
Captain
am gonna
Hurricane is
object.
bringing up. Oh, okay, no worries.
Oh no, please finish.
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that Captain Hurricane is bringing up VR troopers is not out of the end goal is not to bully the Honorable Maru DeCinco. No, it's because VR troopers and by extension Big Bad Beetleborgs was the versions that only aired on his side of the pond. In that case, we cannot fault him for that being the only one that we know. Do we?
Objection.
Can witness object? Can I object to that?
I'm objecting first. I'm a lawyer.
The prosecution will object
Alright,
first, and then the witness.
Judge, would you-
Objection. I, a manticore born in the center of the earth, have resided for some amount of time somewhere within New Jersey, which is why I am often mistaken for the Jersey Devil. As you know, this is within the United States. I too, as you know, Just Beyond and the Metal Hero series did not air in their original forms in the United States, as was just established, but I have never once in my career brought up VR troopers to Maru DeCinco, nor anyone else.
Interesting. Witness?
Witness?
Yes, Judge, would you please go to the preceding image before the one you just showed from me,
Yeah.
where you were heading off to TF Nation?
Oh, yes, of course.
As we see here, when I guess the judge in this case was indisposed and unable to really watch over her own community, Captain Hurricane admits to having created a VR Troopers channel in that Discord that was shortly after deleted.
That is true. He did that. I remember it. I deleted
Which
it.
would
I had to
be
delete it.
an abuse of his moderator powers. Add that to the charges.
Hold it
Oh,
before. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
one moment.
geez.
There we go.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Anyway, but as stated before, again, seeing that you knew of the original iterations of the VR Troopers, even though you lived in a western part of the hemisphere of the world and in the center of the Earth, that's not really considered evidence. That's just a personal account of one's own life, which can't be entered in as evidence. As stated before, my client has only been aware previously of the VR Troopers, and so as such, that is the default that he defaults to whenever talking about the Metal Hero series, something he can't blame him for.
Hold it! Captain Hurricane, as you have stated, is a Tokusatsu VTuber. Therefore, he knows of the Metal Hero series because he has been a Tokusatsu VTuber, a member of Gatai the Live, with Maru DeCinco, a Metal Hero VTuber, for over a year. Maru has, on multiple occasions.
But I'm also a Tokusatsu VTuber, and I don't know what the powerful ranges are still, so then in that case, that can't even be used as an argument.
One moment. One moment. The court is looking for new evidence.
Objection! I'm still arguing this. It's fine.
Okay.
Use our arguing time to find the evidence. Maru DeCinco has told us about Metal Heroes many times. In fact, we barely even have to provoke her in order to get her to explain Metal Heroes to us, meaning Captain Hurricane is well aware of Just Beyond and other Metal Heroes that have existed.
Hold it! But have you considered my client is also just a little guy, and one of the symptoms of just a little guyism is that our memory ain't too good.
You will refrain from answering all charges with the same defense of little guyism. You will not get away with all of your crimes just because you're a funny little guy.
Listen. May I say something?
Yes.
You know,
Sure.
Maru DeCinco, I consider you a friend. You know, even though you are, trying to put me through horrible torture, through hell right now. But, I just wanted to share my interests with you, Maru. And, as Ryan Steele says on Season 1, Episode 12 of VR Troopers, No One's Friend, that originally aired on 27th of September 1994, Dad told me to keep my friends close. And that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping you close and letting you know about our shared interests in Metal Heroes.
But do you not admit that I have told you
Wait.
that VR Troopers is not Metal
Objection!
Heroes?
Oh my god.
Objection! I am about to enter some more evidence into the court. If y'all will just give me several seconds to crop this image because I have 3 monitors.
Sure, just update the autopsy report. Go for it.
There we go. Captain Hurricane, would you read the tweet that has just been submitted into evidence? As of March 4th, this year.
It says, folks, I have to come clean. I love VR Troopers.
Do not lie
Order!
about the evidence!
You may not lie about the evidence that is right in front of you and that we can all read. Read out the statement as it is.
Witness, would you
My
read
client-
the actual text of the tweet?
My client can't read.
Which is why I am now asking the witness, who
Order.
is literate, because I also am not, to read the tweet.
I am literate.
Okay.
Please read this witness.
The actual statement is, folks, I have to come clean. ... I ... don't actually like VR Troopers.
That's pretty damning evidence
Exactly.
right there.
Captain Hurricane, you are not sharing an interest because you, by your own admission, do not even like VR Troopers. You only bring it up to antagonize Maru DeCinco.
Listen. We're British. We make fun of each other. This is how we show true friendship, is by antagonizing people about the virtual reality troopers and how they're so inferior to the Metal Heroes that it ruined it for a generation of people.
Objection!
Oh my goodness.
I am
Listen,
not
I heard it. You heard it.
British! I am not British! Do you hear me, Captain? Do you hear me, you little Englishman? You funny little English. Oh, look at me. I'm in England. I'm in a bar in England. I don't want the Scottish to be independent. Fuck you! Fuck you!
Objection. I believe that the court has it in the court record that stenographer has entered here that the judge is not factually British or Scottish, but a corn cob.
Order! I told you. I warned you, defense attorney. I warned you about this. This is your second warning.
ma'am.
3 strikes and you're out. Do you understand me?
Okay.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Very good.
Please,
Now,
please,
Captain Hurricane,
please
you said
chat,
we are
imagine.
British. Did you not just say we are British? We make fun of each other. And are you not aware that Maro de Cinco was conceived at a time when your nation was at war with her home nation, by which I mean my home nation? Are you not aware of this?
Well, I'm 3 years
Is this
old, so
based Caledonia?
my history is pretty bad, and
I'm not from Space Colony Caledonia. I just live here. This is where I keep my stuff.
But you've been on these cursed isles for so long. Your accent
but like
perfect.
over half of that time was not in Britain. It was not even in the UK.
I don't know. I'm from the center of the earth. I don't know how any of this works.
I'm from Hamster Island. I'm confused.
Shit.
Enough.
I have
Enough.
one
We
final
have
piece of
heard
evidence I'd like to submit.
We have heard enough on the VR Troopers charge.
I mean,
We have heard enough on the VR Troopers charge. We will now hear.
dear.
We will now hear on. We will now hear on the impossibly low standards in media tastes, including being a Disney adult in current year and liking season 1 of Sherlock. I believe in a statement entered into the court record, the accused had denied being a Disney adult and said that they don't know anything about Disney. Is that correct, Mr. Hurricane?
I didn't even know that was how it's pronounced. I thought it was Disney. So no, I've no idea what it is.
Yeah.
Oh. No worries. The prosecution doesn't.
Oh God.
Oh.
Objection.
Ready.
Mr. Hurricane, have you or have
Sorry,
you
that's
not?
Captain Hurricane. That's Captain Hurricane. Thank you.
Until you prove to me who gave you that title, I will not acknowledge it. Was it Para? Because
Oh
I
my
will
God.
acknowledge Para.
No, it was the merchant navy that I was part of. But we don't talk about
I do not. I fuck. Hell with the cops. I do not respect the Navy. Anyway.
Please continue, prosecution.
Mr. Hurricane, have you or have you not commissioned me for a patch regarding your cosplay of an alternate version of what was it here? Baloo from the Disney afternoon cartoon Bearspin.
What?
Tailspin.
It was from Tailspin. Yeah.
Tailspin. He
I mean-
even knows the title.
Shit.
Wow, I even said it, but he said it anyways. He had it out.
I also have anecdotal accounts that Captain even knows that Mickey Mouse's original name was Montague Mouse.
No, it's Mortimer Mouse. Ah! No!
Mortimer, you say?
The accused knows about Disney?
Now, clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about. I've gotten the name of this show wrong. I didn't know what Mickey Mouse's real name was, but Mr. Hurricane does.
That's just
Mr.
common
Hurricane,
knowledge.
Mr.
Yeah,
Hurricane.
everyone knows that.
It's
Hurricane.
not everyone knows it. I clearly didn't. I thought his name was Montague Mouse.
Mr. Hurricane, answer one question, and one question only.
Okay.
Are you aware of a film from Disney Studios inspired by the works of Osamu Tezuka, known as the Feline King of the Jungle?
I believe it is called Tiger King.
Point question. That's badgering not the witness, but the client.
I am not badgering.
It's the Lion King. It's the Lion King.
I am not
It's the
badgering.
Lion King released in 1994.
He even knows the year the movie was released.
Everyone knows that.
Captain
It won-
Hurricane.
did it win an
I
Oscar?
don't. I keep thinking
Everyone
it's
knows that,
1996.
but Captain Hurricane,
Hi.
if you do not know about if you indeed do not know about the Lion King, then you will not know about the memo.
The
Known-
memo?
known as the memo.
The memo?
Yes, the memo that was spread around in Disney animation about how to write a story.
I've never heard of that.
Captain
I'm not sure
Hurricane
where
is.
I'm
Are
not
you,
sure where you're going with
Captain Hurricane? Are you
That's me.
cognizant of the Folger memo?
No. What's I?
Folgers ice cream?
It's coffee.
Cap, you're meant to know about Disney. This is meant to
I
catch
don't
you
actually know
out.
about this one. I'm sorry.
It's the Bogler memo. It's the Bogler memo that basically outlined the Joseph Campbell mono myth, so that
Wow.
Disney animators would include it in. How come I know that? You're the Disney adult.
Wow.
Judge,
Apparently you
we've
are.
just proven that we've just proven that the judge knows more about Disney more than my client does. I'd say you're trying to pin a crime that doesn't even
Order!
fit him on my
Order!
client.
I am not owned. I am not turning into a corn cob. I am not owned, I say. I am not the culprit. I am not
Listen,
the culprit of
Something to
this.
say.
Who
Just
here
because I
is
went to see The
saying?
Little Mermaid in the cinema and The Lion King and Tarzan.
Judge,
Oh,
doesn't
please,
mean-
Judge.
Listen, not for this charge, but I am guilty of one thing, and
Yes.
that is guilty of having a guilty pleasure. Don't we all have guilty pleasures? Don't we all sometimes watch bad taste in media? Like Mario, I believe you started to play Genshin Impact recently.
One
you
moment,
know,
one moment.
Oh
Please,
my god.
I'm having some
Technical
issues.
difficulties.
Okay,
That's all
technical
good.
difficulties. Sorry, there we go. The witness.
so
the
I
witness
move for a bad court
Oh.
thingy then.
Just because I
Yeah,
started playing Genshin
mistrial.
Impact is not bad media. It's a very playable video game that got rave reviews when it came out, and just because it's gacha doesn't mean that it's not utterly playable. And it's free to play, unlike several of
hold
the Call of the Night stuff that you buy, which you pay for.
I tried to do a hold it, but I was just gonna say Genshin Impact. If somebody could supply a hold it, or if you could imagine in your own mind palace a hold it balloon coming forward. Thank you very much. Hold it. Genshin Impact, as we all know, which was made by MiHoYo, not sponsored by the way. Developers of Honkai Impact, or also known as Honk Impact, or something like that. And it's actually quite well known that when Genshin Impact released, it was considered a bad game, not just by regular Western gamers, but also in its native country of China, where it has been accused very consistently of lifting Breath of the Wild by Nintendo wholesale, and was thoroughly denounced for it.
Objection! While I admit that, I distinctly remember when it was first teased that everyone was worried that it was gonna be literally just Breath of the Wild, and while there are a lot of similarities, I do also distinctly remember Eurogamer giving it a solid review when it originally came out.
Hold it! Also, look at the fandom.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Mardesingo is not part of the fandom.
Objection! I am not part of that fandom. I will never be part of the fandom. And if we were to judge a piece of media based exclusively on the fandom, we would never be able to enjoy anything because most fandoms suck. Captain Hurricane.
Yes.
True.
So what you're
In that
saying
case-
is it doesn't matter if I
yes.
like Disney or not.
Exactly.
It does matter
does-
because
I mean,
Disney is bad.
But also, it could be argued that Genshin Impact, and by extension, the whole universe, actually don't. In my
I am
grasp,
not on trial!
is bad as well.
I am not the one on
Yes.
trial. Captain Hurricane.
Hi.
Captain Hurricane. Where you, did we not show that you have played Star Wars games on stream? Don't deny it. We've seen the evidence already.
I
So
have.
now, knowing that you have played Star Wars video games, we know that you like Star Wars. And Captain Hurricane, let me
yes.
ask you something. What do you think of the Star Wars fandom?
Ooh, ha, ooh.
See what I
plead the
mean?
fifth.
See what I mean? See what I mean? You cannot judge a piece of
Judge,
media based on the
If I
fandom.
may, doesn't Disney also own the Star Wars franchise now?
Yes,
in
we
the
do.
games
The
I've played on
witness will
stream.
refrain from confusing the issue.
Because technically, the games that Captain Hurricane played, if we're gonna nitpick that far, they were released by LucasArts, which were the original copyright holders previously. So that can't be entered. That's circumstantial evidence. Also, if we're gonna go along the train of thought that we can't judge Maru DeCinco on her poor taste in gacha games, then as that case, we should dismiss the charges against Captain Hurricane for being an alleged Disney adult.
Yes,
They
I
don't
am.
know.
Okay, no, there is a difference between someone playing a game, giving a chance to a game to form their own opinion on it, and someone going to a theme park in a coordinated outfit meant to look enough like a character to be recognizable, but not enough to be able to break the rules of no cosplaying in the theme parks.
It's a tricky balance to make, and I do it well, I think.
He
May
admits
I?
that he does it. He admits to Disney
Only a
bound it.
Disney
Sorry,
adult
what's-
would do that.
Sorry, what's
May I
that?
present
What's the
something?
Disney boon?
Oh,
I've never heard
who's
that term
presenting?
before.
Who's presenting something?
Me, Toxan,
we
from
can-
the stands.
We can, yeah,
Yes.
from, hang on, wait a minute. From the stands, okay.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah,
stands,
Toxan is
from,
up there
from
in
the
the
ceiling.
stands.
I'm on the ceiling right now.
You're on the
Um,
ceiling, we can see you, yes.
I would like to
Please-
say that the first Captain Hurricane stream that I watched was him building a Lego set of the Disney Castle.
We're just letting the gallery
What?
just walk into this stand right now.
What?
Oh my god.
It's fine. I see.
Can
I
you
can
say
see
that
the
again,
sense.
witness?
The first Captain Hurricane stream that I watched, and Captain Hurricane, you might remember this, was you building the Disney Castle.
No, but that was the first stream that you watched. That wasn't the first stream that Captain Hurricane did, or all of the streams that Captain Hurricane does.
No, but it does
Or are we
speak.
not
It
to
does
judge
speak
the-
to
Yes.
to the frequency of his crimes.
Yeah, let's not talk about what I did in my first stream at all. I think that's not relevant here at all.
Also, that's just one stream. I did one stream where I played Hotline Miami. Would you say that I play Hotline Miami a lot? Because I don't actually.
But that is circumstantial in your
Yes,
case.
but
But
I'm
in this
stupid.
case, it's part of a constellation of crimes of liking Disney.
Yeah, but also
Now-
in that case, the evidence that the somebody in the galley brought down unprompted. They're not even on the stand. That could.
I'll
since
allow
they're
it. I'm
arguing
the
in
judge and I
direction-
decided to allow it. Order!
Oh my god.
Order! I am the judge and I decided to allow it. Now,
This court is out of
now,
control.
Captain Hurricane,
Hi.
what do you think of season 1 of BBC's Sherlock?
Well, I thought it was pretty good at the time. I mean, you know, it had some alright mysteries. Didn't really answer as much as it tried to ask, but
You
for this,
like
it wasn't anything
Sherlock!
like-
You are saying that you're admitting in a court of law to liking a season of Sherlock,
A lot
which
of people like
which
the first
contributes
season of Sherlock.
to your charge. Do you
Yeah, a lot
understand
of
that,
people
sir?
liked the first season of Sherlock, and you saw what that did to the internet.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, that's kind of just like a general. It seems like as my client is testifying here, it's kind of a general, like, a general appreciation, not as strong as to say like. One can say that they generally like a certain season of something without being, overly obsessed with it or anything like that. So in that case, that can
One
hardly be
does
called
not
a
need to be
charge.
obsessed to be a criminal. One only needs to commit a crime. And it is a crime, in the eyes of the law, to like any aspect of Stephen Moffat's Sherlock. Do you understand? Do you understand that, Mr. Hurricane?
I understand it, I guess, but yeah, you have to, despite being a 3-year-old hedgehog, you have to go back in time and tell me to not watch Sherlock, the much promoted TV series.
Well, sir,
That-
if we could go back in time and prevent any crime, we would be living in a topsy-turvy world of Minority Report frogs turning gay. And
That's
we're
true,
not.
that's true.
We're not in a world where the water turns the frogs gay. We're in a world.
We are, in fact, not in a world written by Gen Urobuchi. Thank God.
I mean, but isn't there like a saying, say, drink water, be gay, do crime? Isn't that like a general?
That is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
The saying is be gay, do crime. Drink water does not come into it because we all know that the water would turn you gay like it does to the frogs.
And we are
this is your
already gay.
hydration. Your hydration. Oh, by the way, hydration. Everybody. No hydration. Oh,
sorry.
There was no hydration redeem, but you know, that's.
Redeems have been turned off for this stream so they do not interrupt the action. But
Yeah, Jesus.
it is now a good time to take a drink of water. So everybody, including
Yeah.
those in the gallery, you may now take a drink of water.
Oh god, I was bursting.
Thanks.
Zach, that was my plan as
Okay.
well, to prove that Mario was also a simp.
Right.
A simp
No,
for
you
Kong.
cannot Kong the judge. The judge cannot be Konged. It is my power. I have complete power over this courtroom. I have tentacles running through these columns that emerge from my pelvis. Do you understand?
The
You are all
Yes,
locked
we
in
do
here with
understand.
me. I'm not locked in here with you.
That's right, Dan.
The defense would like to agree that yes, we are not here to Kong the judge. We are only there to agree that the judge is corn cobbing instead.
That's correct.
Yes, that's correct. Sustained overruled.
Well, now we come to the last charge. We have final charge.
Okay.
Indeed, because we've been going for almost 2.5 hours. We need to. we need to.
Holy.
We need to start getting towards the end now. The next charge, the final charge. Captain Hurricane,
Hi.
have you, with deliberate malice and forethought, engaged in humiliating your friends at video games for the purpose of cyberbullying and causing another breach of the peace?
If you're referring to the fact that during a competition I won, then I assume, I guess, yes. But I feel
He
like this
admits
charge.
it.
I feel this charge is a joke, part of this wombat court. Ugh.
Indeed.
You may not call it. This is your second warning. This is your final warning, Captain Hurricane. You may not call this a animal court, despite you being a hedgehog.
But we. Oh.
Okay. I mean that's racist, but
Okay.
sure. What should I expect
yeah.
from the justice system and their
Yes.
systemic racism? Cranky.
I know. Can you believe that there's a 99% conviction rate in VTuber court? It's incredible.
Yes, because I am a very, very good judge.
Technically,
I'm very
there
good
is
at what
a
I do.
zero. There is a 0% conviction rate because this is the first time a VTuber has ever been tried in court, and we have not yet sentenced the.
That's true.
accused.
That's right. I have not.
yeah,
prevented evidence. But we have a piece of surprise evidence
Oh.
for this.
Oh.
Now you will give the court a minute to
Okay.
find a good way to show it. Oh, I
Oh
know.
wow, go clicking live while everything's yeah, right. Amazing.
Oh
Order!
my goodness.
Order in the court. Okay. Okay, it is time for us to show.
Uh-huh.
Now, let the court record, let the stenographer write down, let the court record show that this is a video that was created by Captain Hurricane to,
Yes.
scare quotes, celebrate my anniversary. I will
Made with
now
love.
display, allegedly made with love, but we shall see. We shall see. We shall see as soon as I can do a thing, and it will show up in low resolution. But this court does not mind. Okay,
It's the audio that's important.
it's the audio that's important, but the video will be good enough.
Ah, hello there. I was just admiring my many awards for being
The
amazing.
audio is not
let's
playing.
just get
Oh.
rid of those.
Yeah.
Is it not playing? I
Oh,
mean,
wait,
it looks like it's
we-
playing on the
Oh
stream.
wait, if it's playing on OBS, yeah, okay, we
Yeah.
can't hear it, but that's
Nah,
okay.
no worries.
we can't hear it.
no worries.
Just the moment. Yes. They're gone. Ah, yes. Maru DeCinco, my good friend, my buddy, my Gatai the Liver. I've known you for just under a year. Sono raided into you on the 16th of January, 2022, and the rest, as they say, is a matter for the courts. Since then,
I would like to pause here and note that he's already admitting that this is a matter for the courts. Let's continue.
I've been a thorn in your side. It's very Sugon.
Sugon?
Secundis nuts!
Oh my god.
Disbeliever of your dumpy.
Do you see how I have like beautiful
Yep,
white
yep.
hips and a butt?
Yep. And I've beaten you many.
These are all things I fact.
Many. That's one win. And that's 2 wins. Many.
Yeah.
That's a third win.
Oh.
Many. Many.
That's a that's a close one. That was a close one.
Many. You know what? I'm gonna stop at the line just in case. I'm gonna stop at the
Oh,
line.
wow.
And I'm gonna let you catch up a bit. Aren't I sporting? There you go. See? Wasn't that nice of me to let you have a brief moment of thinking you might win?
That's deliberate.
Many
antagonism.
times at Mario Kart. I'm very proud of what you've managed to accomplish over the.
I believe the rest of the video is not relevant to this.
Is it not?
Are you alleging that it is?
Yeah. Why? Yeah. Sure. Why don't we play the rest of it?
Okay. Yeah, we can play the rest of it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The last year, with some incredible streams and genuinely funny bits on and offline.
Showing
Remember when I had to do a twit longer apology to you?
Fun stuff together.
Fun
You can pause it here. You can
times.
pause it here. You don't have to do any more.
I'm
You don't have to-
truly
Sorry,
sorry
yeah,
I
let's
cannot
video.
be
No,
there today to
set up-
celebrate a
Don't worry about it,
year
don't worry about
of
it.
Mario.
There's no more
I
in the
love you,
video
my
that
friend.
No.
definitely-
There, you will be quiet or I will mute you on Discord.
matters.
Oh my goodness.
We need to see it to the end.
And remember,
Okay.
You asked
we
us to
are
finish.
VR.
Sure. All right.
I mean,
That's it. That's it. That's the final piece. Wait a second.
I believe that clip contains every evidence for every charge except for the excessive simping.
He admits it.
Actually, it was
he
Nazuma in
admits
there.
it. He's admitting it. Are you not admitting it, sir? In this video.
Objection.
Actually, it was
I would
Nazuma
like
on his
to
desk
pause
because
it.
that may
Sorry?
Nope, Nazuma's on his desk. All charges are accounted for.
I would like.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I would like to just turn your attention, if you will. Even though I
love
am
you,
a
my
critter
friend.
from the year 1980X, pulling forward this law that will be made. It is on the books technically, even though it was published in or made law in. I would like to made law in 2004. I would like to bring to the attention of the court the Evo Moment #37 Act, which states that any case of aggression in a game can be just seen as pure banter, as laid down in the annuals and laws of the FGC by Messrs. Daigo Umehara and Justin Let's Go Justin Wong. In this case, I will argue that using the act of Evo Moment number 37, that any sorts of antagonism made by my hedgehog client here while he was in the midst of competing against in a race.
Well, I would say it was a
video game race,
competition. It was pretty easy to beat her.
well, I mean, that's we still have to say that. We can't.
You
just say
will
skill
withdraw
issue.
that statement
Oh,
from the
okay.
record.
If also, wait, hold on. I forgot I have a button for this. Thank you.
Yes.
These bylaws that you've stated, you stated they were created for the FGC.
Hold it. Well, it's still technically an FGC act. These, as we all know, the FGC, even though it stands for Fighting Game Community, is a varied and, how shall we say, multicultural, competitive video game community. Which, even though there are, we focus mostly on fighting video games, it also extends to other things, such as Mario Kart, Papa Pirate, and other things you can
Take
bet
that.
on.
Neither Captain Hurricane nor Maru DeCinco are members of the fighting game community, and thus such regulations would not apply to them.
Oh, but as we can see here, a fighting game can be described as a competitive video game in which one or two or more people fight against or compete against each other in some form of combat. Mario Kart is considered vehicular combat, in which case, sustained. Also, oh my god, yes.
Winning of a Mario Kart race does not have any bearing on any combat taking place during the race. The only criteria to winning is crossing the finish line first, and thus it is not a fighting competition.
Objection! But the reason why I invoked this act in the first place is because it is my goal to argue that the statements that were made by my client during the act of competition were informed part of the competition and not meant to directly antagonize. This form of trash talking is considered a widely, how shall we say, it's considered part of the thing, and as such, it cannot be considered a crime as it is. Oh my goodness.
Objection. That video that we have just seen was not, in fact, part of the competition, and yet included the We Are VR clip at the end in order to antagonize Maru DeCinco.
A video that was made specifically to honor Maru DeCinco as part of her anniversary. So in that case, it couldn't be considered as antagonism after all, because it was meant to celebrate our corn cob judge.
Hold it! Just because you use the word celebrate does not mean it is not antagonistic. Maru DeCinco did not ask for a roast for her anniversary, but was given one anyway.
The client here, I would like to make a statement.
Sure.
You know, I paid for my hubris by challenging Maru to Ultra Street Fighter 4 on my birthday stream. You can see the evidence up on the evidence channel. And not only did I do that, but I also was fully aware that I would have my ass handed to me by one Maru DeCinco. So I feel like I have paid. We have had an equal exchange in humiliation over being beaten over and over again in video games.
Captain Hurricane,
That's
how
what
many
those
how many Mario Kart? No.
Yeah, I was about. No, that was me. I was about to bring up the same point.
Yes. Okay, please bring it up, prosecutor. Bring it up.
So you say that once on one stream, Maru DeCinco defeated you at Street Fighter. You said
correct.
it was. How many streams have you and Maru DeCinco participated in Mario Kart races? I know for a fact it is at least 2, as I've definitely been there for at least 2 of them. And thus this is not an equal exchange of defeats.
But it was on my birthday stream where everyone was watching me.
Yes, and it was also on my birthday stream.
Oh yeah. Well, you weren't being humiliated then.
Captain Hurricane, I have one
No,
question
you can't
for
humiliate me in Mario Kart because I am the least competitive person.
Captain Hurricane, do you remember when my anniversary is? Like what date?
It is January 30th, I believe?
No.
Oh, sorry, not 30th. December 30th, I meant.
It's not.
27th, something like that. Okay.
27th. It's the 27th.
Okay.
Now,
What's in the ballpark?
I need to ask you, when did you make that video? What date?
Good question. Whenever you actually had your anniversary a couple of days beforehand.
A couple of days beforehand. So would you say that did you make this on Christmas or did you do something else on Christmas?
I did something else on Christmas. I went home to spend time with my family.
So you're saying that you did not actually do this on Christmas?
What?
No.
Oh,
But was it
Christmas
close to
doesn't-
Christmas? Was it close to Christmas?
Yes, it was close to
What's
Christmas.
Christmas mean? What's
Close to Christmas? That means it wasn't Christmas!
Ah!
Christmas Eve
objection.
means it wasn't Christmas.
Objection. The case that's being argued for one Miles Edgeworth's guilt in possibly murdering Robert Hammond is in the next court room, Judge. Sorry, that's not this case.
Sorry,
I
we
believe
got confused by some overlap of evidence.
It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. I'm not leading the witness. I am the law. In any case, Captain Hurricane, we have now heard enough. Dr. Boots, you may step down from the stand where you were standing all this time. Thank you.
Thanks, Boots.
Yeah, thanks.
The court will now
Great to be
take
here.
the torque. Thank you so much for your testimony and indeed for being a true American patriot. God bless your testimony. Go in peace. Go with God. Now, the court will enter a 2-minute recess before delivering before the defense and the prosecution will deliver their closing statements, and then the verdict will be prepared. Thank you.
Okay.
Go back. Oh. Okay. Yes, we are now live again.
Okay.
The court is in session once again. Hope you all enjoyed your recess. And we have reached the final stretch of the trial, where there will be closing statements. The verdict will be prepared after the closing statements, which can just be very brief. Since the prosecution went first with the opening statements, the defense is allowed to go first for the closing.
Right. Okay. So, judge, prosecutor, good people of the court, I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. But my client is innocent. All we can do is believe in them, because my client is innocent.
Yes.
And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself, which I do, because my client is innocent.
That's right.
Listen, learn, grow strong, and never let go of what you believe in. Never. Which is that my client is innocent. Thank you.
That's true.
Mhm.
Very good. Mr. Hurricane, do you have anything to add?
That's Captain Hurricane. I'm innocent. And I believe over this course of the last 2.5 hours, we have definitely proven that I am just a normal hedgehog, just an innocent hedgehog,
Just a little
you.
guy.
just a little guy.
Very well. Prosecution. Your final statement.
Ladies, gentlemen, VTubers of the court, judge, defense, accused.
Wife.
I would like to. My wife. My wife. I would like to agree that I hope we have all seen the power of evidence and the sheer volume, mountainous volume of evidence that has been brought before this court in proving Captain Hurricane's guilt on all charges. The evidence speaks for itself. I cede the floor.
Thank you. Thank you, prosecution. Well, wait. I need a good music for this. What's a good music for this? Oh,
Ah, yeah, there we go.
yes.
Definitely everything
Uh,
ready before the press stream starts.
Everybody, please, Mr. Hurricane, Captain Hurricane, please stand.
I am standing. I'm
Very
just a
good.
little guy.
Yes.
Oh, very good. Sorry, it's just I forgot about your just little guy itis. Well, I am afraid that I will first give you the verdict, and then the sentence.
Okay.
Oh.
Having looked at the sheer amount of evidence
I'm feeling
for this case, honestly, this court is shocked and has never seen anything of the like, because this is the first time that it is sitting. But in any case, we have never seen anything like it, and I would say this sets a frankly terrifying precedence for the future of VTuber, of virtual tuber, virtual potato jurisprudence. Yes,
Okay. Yeah.
it's a potato
Alright.
tuber.
Yeah.
Don't ask.
Sounds-
Don't ask.
Sounds positive. Yeah. That's good.
I believe it's a corn cob, Your Honor.
Order. You will not call me a corn cob, or I will eject from this courtroom. Attorney, do you understand? I'm
Yes.
preparing the verdict, and I am afraid that the verdict is guilty.
It's,
Well, that's the good. That the good
It's
one.
not showing up. Oh, there it is. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now,
That's the
you
good
will
one,
now,
right?
you will now, you will now
Yes,
receive,
it's the good one.
you will now receive you will now receive your sentence. Are you ready for your sentence?
Sure. I'm just gonna, I guess, walk out of here and have
You
a nice
are
lunch at
sentenced.
Thai food.
To do an entire playthrough on stream so that the public can see
Oh no.
of the Sega Game Gear VR Troopers video game, or the Mega Drive one, whichever one is more possible. But they're both. I don't know. I didn't know there was a Game Gear one. I thought this was image was from the Mega Drive one because I downloaded it really quickly. Because
I thought the Constitution forbade cruel and unusual punishments.
Yeah.
You should have thought of that before committing a frankly obscene amount of crimes. You have sullied the names of hedgehogs everywhere. You have sullied the names of VTubers everywhere. More than what's the name of that guy that lied to everybody? Who was like a shark VTuber guy? What was the
I don't
what's the name
know.
of that
I
guy?
think it
You've
was,
sullied the name more than yes.
Or Silver.
You're worse than
yeah.
Tostify, sir. You're worse than Tostify, and I can say that because I was there for Tostify's stream where he pretended that he was not guilty.
I genuinely don't know who that guy is.
That's
I'm-
fair
better-
because you
you're
have better
better
things to
off,
do. You have better things to do. In any case,
Yes, like
as
what?
we said, you are guilty, and you will have to play the VR trip.
Oh.
Wait, did I just delete that by accident?
Oh my god. All charges dismissed, I guess. Wow.
Yeah,
No,
wonderful.
no.
Hey, woo!
No.
I get so
Oh.
tilted at the
You will play
towers.
this game. You will play this game,
Oh.
and you will even
Oh.
accept me backseating you for it.
Oh.
And that-
Okay.
Brings this trial to an end. Sorry, where's the? Hang on, where's the? There's like a big.
Hold it! But didn't you say that, if you're insinuating that the VR Troopers game, playing it even, is like a cruel and unusual punishment, why would you subject yourself to backseating it? Especially since you said that you didn't like VR Troopers.
Because I can then supervise that the punishment is proceeding accordingly to the court's sentence.
I will also probably be there because it's funny.
Yes, we will all be there because
I'll-
it's going to be very, very funny. Now,
I'll do my best depending on time.
I want to thank
Roughly.
before we go to the finale to the final bit where we're going to talk about tomorrow's big charity stream. I would like to Discord would like to thank Choo Choo and Captain Hurricane from Gata It Alive, Sonomi Kan from Gata It Alive, and all of the witnesses: Hey Boots, Toxan, Paraparano, and Skylarka. This court is now adjourned, but please stick around because we're gonna do the rating.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. I need. Where's
Wow.
the collective? There's like a collective image. Oh, there. Yeah. You're here. You're here. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all
Thank
here.
you, whoever got me down from the ceiling.
Wait. Do I have a Winamp on this? I don't have Winamp. Where's my? Hang on a second. Because I just wanna. I get so tilted at the towers. Hang on, because I wanna have so tilted. Hang
I
on.
get so tilted at the towers.
Is here.
Perfect.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you so much. I'm gonna take this wig. God, I'm fucking sweating in this. I'm so sweaty inside of. You guys have no
Same.
idea
Oh,
how
welcome
sweaty
back,
it is
welcome
in
back.
that wig. Oh my god.
I'd imagine.
Woo! Oh my god, I'm just sweating. Anyway, that was that was the most work I've put in a stream ever.
It looked really good.
Oh
I'll
my
say
God.
that. Like,
No,
I'm impressed with the work that you and Sono did. Holy shit.
Thank you so much. Because like I had this idea like last year because like you guys know that I go into fucking fugue states and I write down so many stupid ideas, and I thought with the Stream Deck with the Stream Deck and transitions and stuff like that, we could simulate Phoenix Wright, and I was correct. I am surprised.
Yes.
Usually my ambition outstrips my talent. But yeah, I'm just like so grateful that you all like this. You were like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's go. Let's do this dumb thing that she wants to do.
So my question is, since like Hurricane was on trial, are the rest of us going to be put through the honorable court of law? Because I know, like, not to say anything or like give up any, but like not to be like not to like insinuate that we have this thing planned. This is me literally just throwing it out here. But I did just talk. I was talking to Baku like midstream for like 2 seconds while we were on recess, and he was just like, "Hey yo, I'll roast your ass if you're dragged into court next." And I was like, "All right."
Well, I'm happy.
I would love to be put on trial.
I think that would be funny. I'm happy to like teach people how to do all the tricks that we did today. Because like we had like the active objection thing, which is taken from the objection generator and objection.lol. We had all the official graphics from Phoenix Wright, which were ripped from the games, and then we just used some simple transitions to make it work, to make like the camera work stuff. The only thing that I had to make myself was the animation. I had to create an animation of like the gallery because I couldn't. Nobody seems to have posted it, because check it out. When you Google Phoenix Wright Gallery, that's not what you get. You just get a gallery of like the characters.
I feel that like all of the assets are probably on courtrecords.com somewhere, but I don't know if that.
But I looked very thoroughly for this specific thing, and I only found it in the Spriters resource, which is why I used the GPA ones, and then I had to make it into a GIF. But yeah, I just wanted to say like just a big thank you, because like, as you guys know, streaming is my creative outlet, and I really like, yes, I enjoy doing gaming, I enjoy doing Gunpla, but what I really live for is to go all out on a silly idea and try to get as creative as we can. And you guys all played such a great part. You were all committed to your bits. You were all fucking on top of it, bringing all that energy. Sono, you were fucking hilarious. Chuchu and Cap, you were hilarious. I love the way that like Cap was way more certain than Chuchu, who's meant to be the attorney.
Well, no, that makes sense because, like, okay, first of all, like, it's very early over here at
Yes.
Rock Quarry and Ginger Base, but which is why my words are not wording too good. But that fits because I was just like, you know what? That's Phoenix. That's Phoenix, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's Phoenix.
That's
That's
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Oh god,
right
yes.
away.
And be like,
Especially
be like,
in that first case.
yeah, which if you eagle-eyed ace heads out there in the chat recognize, I was just straight up reading fucking testimony and dialogue from the first case with Larry Butts. So there you are.
Something smells.
I sounded smart. I tricked you.
I'm trying to see if there's any VTubers that we can raid that are playing Phoenix Wright, but there aren't actually.
Oh.
That's surprising. What about
Oh wait.
Because that's probably
I think maybe there might be one. No, there's a couple. But yeah, I just wanted to say just thank you to all the audience that like came along. I'm sorry that we didn't read chat, and that we didn't even have chat on. It's just like I felt like with all the people that we had, it would have been this. We read it a bit, but it would have been like very difficult to keep that up and keep the energy of the stream up. So I please, Chad, please join me in thanking Captain Hurricane, Choo, Hey Boots, Para, Skylarka, Sonomikan, and Toxan for being here, for being fantastic performers. Thank you.
Woo! You're amazing.
Thank you, everyone.
And if you have any clips, please share them.
Yeah, please do
tag
clip.
us,
Feel
please
free
let
to
us
clip the
know.
stream. We put a lot of work into it. I'm definitely gonna be clipping from this one. And I want to say, tomorrow we have a very important stream with also another full Cathedral Live Go Live. It's very rare for us to get all four of us because of time zones. But tomorrow we are having a charity stream for Gamers Outreach.
Yes.
No, wait, yeah,
Yes.
Gamers for Good.
Yes, Gamers Outreach. It's
Yeah,
Gamers
Game
Outreach. It is their Gamers for Giving event.
Yeah.
2023. That is their spring event this year.
Yeah.
And we have once again been invited to participate. We are going to do another Bob Ross paint along,
Heck yeah.
and then we're gonna play some games. Maybe with chat. We'll probably do some Jackbox because I have Jackbox that I can bust out.
Yeah.
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 Although we need to be careful with that.
Yeah,
That
I
one
was
because-
going to say
we will.
afterwards,
I
be careful
will
with
make sure that I will make sure
we'll
the
sort
settings
that
out.
are.
Or we can also play Uno, as if today
Yeah,
didn't bring up any enmity between us.
Oh god, no, not at all.
Sono's going to hustle us at it's going to be.
That's gonna be great.
But for all those in chat who want to participate, that's going to be 6
On all our
p.m.
channels,
GMT. That is 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. That is 10 a.m. Holy cow, Rock Quarry Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow. So see you all there.
Yeah.
Good
So
luck,
yes,
Choo-choo.
please, yeah.
Thanks, I die.
If you notice that today and tomorrow the Eastern Time changes, that's because clocks changed tonight in the UK.
Yep.
So-
Whereas they've already changed for you 2 weeks ago in the
Yeah,
US.
yeah,
Love
exactly.
daylight savings.
Unfortunately.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Well, I have Uno, but with we're gonna play a bootleg Uno if we do because Uno for Steam is not available on Mac.
I have a curse.
I think my
but
Ubisoft
anyway.
account also got hacked, so I don't even know if I
Oh,
can access
no.
that one
Oh, shit.
anymore.
Oh,
I get
ew, because-
emails a lot. I get emails a lot being like, "Yo, there's a login to your Ubisoft account," and I'm like, "I do
boy.
not care."
Oh, good lord! I'm gonna check.
So I don't even know if I can
um,
access real Uno anymore.
I'm gonna check if this person is still going. I think this is a person who is like called Cal VT, who is was a VTuber, a PNG tuber playing Phoenix Wright.
That sounds familiar.
Cal
Are they
underscore
also
VT?
TokuTuber? Yeah, that
no,
sounds.
they're like
Or is it
Demon
Kyle or
Bar owner.
Cal?
Cal, C-A-L.
Okay, that's somebody else, but the name sounds familiar.
If not,
Yeah,
our favorite TV head is also streaming right now, I think.
but you're our favorite TV head.
But no, there's Kathy Alex,
Oh, Kathy!
the more favorite TV
Yeah.
head.
But it's okay. I think I wanna raid Cal because I have raided I like rating new people if we can, and I think we should
Yeah,
bring the
also
love
they're doing Ace
to Cal.
Attorney.
So gang,
Yeah.
yeah, because they're playing Ace Attorney. So gang, please bear in mind this person doesn't know me. So here's the raid message, and we will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the charity stream. That is a full Gate collab. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm gonna go have food and lie down because I've been on the go
Same.
for 2 days. And putting this together was really difficult. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad that you came along to it. I hope that you had a great time.
Thank
We
you
had a great
all
time.
so much.
We had a great time doing this for you. We had a blast. Thank you. We love you, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye. One moment.